Hi, Gavin.
What do you mean? You want me to move?
Yeah, we enjoy you here. When's your 1-year anniversary?
Next week.
Perfect.
Next Thursday. Oh, hi.
Nothing. I'm big into irony. Go ahead. What do you want?
That'll be fine. I can't say the city name, but there's a potential another city that would like to jump on board the Russ Martin Show.
I hate Houston.
Not Houston. Jesus.
What are you doing?
God, quit it.
Who is it?
I'm not going to tell you the city.
I hate Houston.
Mm-hmm.
Quit it.
Everybody hates Houston. People that live there.
Yeah.
No.
Hey, it's Houston since the Oilers. It was the Oilers, right?
Yeah, it was the Oilers.
Yeah. So, just wanted to get your permission, start the negotiations.
Hate Houston. Tell them tough. Listen to it in Austin.
It's not Houston. Jesus, man.
Is it San Antonio?
I'm not going to say the city.
I like San Antonio. I like Austin. Like Austin a lot. Hate Houston.
Yeah.
We have very sensitive, and Austin likes you. I'm hearing good reports.
How long before we get ratings in Austin? Another few days?
Well, yeah, we started in July there, so we really got to wait until the August.
Yeah, you wait 2 months. You get, especially there, because the first month of the ratings, it was still the beat.
Yeah.
Right, and you started down there on July 19th.
Right. Ratings are always a month behind, so you have to be on a month, and then wait a month to get your report card, basically.
Right. So you're talking August, September, which you'll probably find out a good sense in November.
November?
Probably.
Don't we get trends here in a week or so?
Yeah.
Well, I'll be for the first month down there.
Yeah, but it might not show up.
Why would it show up?
Because it just might not. Sometimes it's slow. Yeah, I have found that...
Really, from your experience in radio?
Got a pretty good track record.
Really?
Yeah.
What is your track record? You're talking about your Monsters of Talk promotion you did in Las Vegas?
Created 6 radio stations.
Really? Which 6 was that?
1 in Worcester, 2 in Cape Cod.
Stop. Really, you can stop.
2 in Vegas.
You're running up the score.
1 in Dallas.
Which one in Dallas?
Here.
I got news, bitch. This house was here before you moved in.
Really?
Yeah.
Your show is here.
So was Stern, so was Pugs and Kelly, so was me. We had Lycus, he was just on late at night.
Oh, so you're saying I've done nothing? I've done stuff. Hate that game.
You going to be able to be faithful or not? I need to know. That's where it started. I went, I'm going to answer your question, but there's going to be a penalty to go along with it, because we've already had this conversation. You don't ask me about the show. You don't.
Yeah.
If I answer one question, it's like being in front of the grand jury. You answer one question, you got to answer them all.
Absolutely. You're right. I've made that mistake.
So it started at one day, and this is email back and forth. And it finally ended at 3 weeks.
You're not going to talk for 3 weeks?
I'm not messing with her. I'm not dicking around with any of this.
I know.
If it were the first time I told her, maybe. You cut him some slack.
Yeah.
Add a learning curve. But she knows better. Well, I was going to ask about this anyway. Well, then if you were smart, what you would have done was put this on hold so it didn't sync up when we were talking about it on the air.
Yeah. Pick a time when everything's happy. Everybody's, can I just ask you something? There's nothing to the show.
Right. Everything, blue skies and puffy clouds and the sun that says, hello. All of that.
The sun is Lenny.
Yeah. Hello. Thank you. Yeah, wait. Stop it. Sorry.
The Russ Martin Show.
Well, because some people don't get that we add a little emphasis to it to make it sound funny on the radio.
I don't.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
Oh, it's not that bad.
What does the email say?
It says, Russ, I don't think you realize that your prostate checks do more harm than good. Sure, it's funny to listen, but I think it really makes some men think twice about going and getting it done. If a man doesn't get checked because he heard you guys complaining about how terrible it is, they could get cancer just because of you.
If those guys aren't going to get checked, they're not going to get checked regardless of what we do.
Well, some people...
And how many times have we gotten emails? People said somebody went and got checked based on that.
A lot, including Steve at Dynamic Travel that we know of. He did it partially because of us, and it saved his life.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yes.
What is it, Trey?
If they think the 8 seconds of us screaming and moaning is worse than chemotherapy and radiation and surgery, then...
But that's not reality to most people, and our screaming is. You know, and they think that obviously it's torturous, horrible, worse than anything they get at Gitmo, and it's just not.
It is.
It is not.
Yeah,
not
it is.
Really.
I'd rather be waterboarded.
I don't think that's true at all.
I don't add anything to mine. Trey?
Not at all.
And I know Chloe didn't.
No.
That's about as real of a reaction as you'll ever hear.
Yeah. Colorful language he added.
It's too bad Alfie wasn't around.
How old are you, Alfie? Why is this always in the wrong input when I come in? You guys use this for something else?
Oh, you know what? Whenever I check the carrier...
Stop touching it. Yes, Alfie.
I'm 22.
Oh. I was 27 the first time I had it.
Yeah, but you had it for a reason. You had a ball that hurt, right?
Right. Have you ever had your prostate checked?
No.
When's Fetner coming back to draw blood?
Any day you want.
Alfie's here on Wednesdays?
Yes.
Every Wednesday?
Mm-hmm.
Is that right?
No.
Yes, you
Alfie
are.
just quit.
Have Fetner come back next
Next Wednesday?
Yeah.
Okay.
He can draw our blood and dig in Alfie's ass.
Alrighty?
No.
Yeah.
Mark it down.
Where's the audio from yesterday?
I had it to your right.
Should we end with close? That's a big finisher,
Yes.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Definitely.
And these are just in order as they occurred.
Well, crank the air down in here, right? I'll hit the timer. Let me know when you're ready.
This is not some kind of rodeo event. He'll do what he'll do. Oh, this is so embarrassing.
All right.
How do we do this on the air? No.
Let me know when he's in.
I'm not ready. I don't. Not yet. Not yet. It's 7 o'clock. Not yet. Hold on. All right. Oh, are you in position?
Is he in?
I want to bend over. He's not in. Oh, do you hear me? Am I talking like I'm talking in a bus?
Let me know when he's in you.
You'll know. Okay, hold on. Easy now.
Here we go.
Why is it you always giggle at the beginning of this?
I have no idea. It's just the very initial, right before he enters. It tickles. Yeah, right as he starts getting there. It's
Nobody else laughs.
It just makes me laugh. And then immediately laughter turns to sorrow.
There's no part of that process that's going to give me the giggles. Just the
It's just
anticipation of him coming is going to squelch any giggle I might have.
I guess. He's getting close.
Yeah, but
I'll
JD
hit
seems
the
to
timer.
have
What?
JD seems to have odd reactions to things anyway. He giggles when Fetner's here. He farts when he laughs too much.
Yeah.
Those aren't really standard things.
I'll hit the timer. Let me know when you're ready.
This is not some kind of rodeo event. He'll do what he'll do. Oh, this is so embarrassing.
All right.
How do we do this on the air? No.
Let me know when he's in.
I'm not ready. I don't. Not yet. Not yet. It's 7 o'clock. Not yet. Hold on. All right. Oh, are you in position?
Is he in?
I want to bend over. He's not in. Oh, do you hear me? Am I talking like I'm talking in a bus?
Let me know when he's in you.
You'll know. Okay, hold on. Easy now.
Here we go.
Time is up!
That's the first time I've understood what he said. Time is up.
Yeah. I think I listened to the end of that right there probably 6 times today.
Man, miserable. He'll do what he'll do. Oh, this is so embarrassing.
All right.
How do we do this on the air? No.
Let me know when he's
I'm
in.
not ready. I don't. Not yet. Not yet. It was 7 o'clock. Not yet. Hold on. All right. Are you in position?
Is he in?
I'm going to bend over. He's not in. Oh, do you hear me? Am I talking like I'm talking to the bus?
Let me know when he's in you.
You'll know.
Ready?
Okay, hold on. Easy now.
Here we go.
Sounds like a different person.
And I'm next.
Yes.
Let's just. How much further you want him down?
You don't want KY all over your panty.
I don't care.
All right. You ready?
Hold it.
Ready?
I'm ready.
All right, good.
You all right?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
You know, many times. I was planning on going on for a second with the lover voice, and
What happened?
Korean snuck up my ass.
Maybe you were a little too inviting.
How much further you want him down?
You don't want KY all over your panty.
I don't care.
All right. You ready?
Hold it.
Ready?
I'm ready.
All right, good.
You all right?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
You know, many times. I think this is where I'm slapping his hand to get out.
Yeah, you did.
Now, how much of that are we overselling in the air?
A little bit. You're overselling it. If you were in the office, you wouldn't be making that noise. If you were in his office, you'd be. It's not the most comfortable thing in the world, but you don't have to scream.
Yeah. Now, the upside is it doesn't last that long.
No.
Fettner doing it just to run the clock up.
Yeah.
I think
He pushes.
in real time, once he's in, a couple of circles around your prostate. I really don't think it lasts more than 4 or 5 seconds.
That's true. In the office, when I got it done, it was uncomfortable, yes. Is it horrible? No. And you're right. It's in there maybe 4 seconds. And he does a little bit, too, because he likes to hear us scream.
You ready, G?
No.
Hang on. Let me get the music.
Do I have to bend?
A little bit.
No, stand up and see what happens.
I missed that the first time.
At the bend. No. Stand at attention.
You ready, G?
No.
Hang on. Let me get the music.
Do I have to bend?
A little bit.
No, stand up and see what happens.
Here we go.
Yeah, go in soft.
All right.
Soft. Soft. Massage.
See? Not too bad.
It sounds like a retard that actually got the window down and his head hanging out. You ready, G?
No.
Hang on. Let me get the music.
Do I have to bend?
A little bit.
No, stand up and see what happens.
Here we go.
Yeah, go in soft. 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 Massage.
Biting at the wind.
And this one is Trey.
What do I do?
Oh, yeah, just bend over though. You ready?
Toes in. Poosh.
Get all over the
Oh, God almighty! Jesus! Oh, my God! Oh, my God! Oh, God! Get out of my ass!
I think Trey's initial response is the best part of it.
What do I do?
Oh, yeah, just bend over though. You ready?
Toes in. Poosh.
Oh, God almighty! Oh, my God! Oh, my God! Oh, God! Get out of my ass!
Kind of like what Mark Davis would sound like, I think. A little bit. Oh, good Lord.
How are we doing, Chloe?
Freaking 6.
All right.
Oh, God.
This is close.
Okay.
God, just.
Back it up.
Oh, God, just here. Just.
Hasn't touched you yet.
What's that?
Ready?
No.
Ready?
Yeah. Oh, my God!
Yeah, might be the best one of all time. Just can't hold it back anymore. But I continue with it. Really wasn't that bad. Maybe the younger you are, the worse it is. I don't know.
I don't think that's something you get acclimated to.
Well,
Because this will probably be the 15th, 20th time I've had it done, and each time is as horrid as the first.
It's not horrid. That's the wrong word. Uncomfortable, yes. You wouldn't be doing this if you were in his office, like to this level.
I wouldn't go.
Well,
You remember yesterday, I don't remember if Chloe said it on the air, he said he had a bit of a stomach ache afterwards.
Yeah.
He said up until, I think, last night, he still had it, if not into today.
You think it was the Fettner?
I don't know, but I wasn't right until about 3 o'clock this morning. Just all over. I mean, just trying to schedule the breaks yesterday afterwards.
You think you pushed your dupe back up into your stomach?
He pushed it back up into my esophagus.
no, he didn't. Wasn't pushing any dude. He doesn't go in very far. He goes in a couple of inches.
You can go where your prostate is. I've never looked. Anybody got any clue how far his finger goes in?
I would imagine a couple inches. That's what it feels like.
It's 2 meaty fingers up your...
It's not. I'm not saying.
Hang on a second. Is he doing 2?
Yeah.
Nobody ever told me that.
Are you sure? I thought it was
Positive.
more.
You can see him.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay. Now that you say that, he's standing behind you. You got 2 meaty ones.
I never thought about
all
that.
Juiced up.
Okay, now this is a deterrent to getting it checked.
No.
At one finger...
Well,
it was-
hang on. That explains, because I brought that up yesterday. Why is that more uncomfortable than just dropping a turd? Because he's using 2 fingers.
Sure.
And he's wiggling around.
He has to be able to feel it all the way around.
Well, that was my last one.
It's not your last one. You'll do it every year.
I'm not getting double-fingered again.
You'd rather die of cancer or go back to what Trey said? How about the other option?
Yes.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes.
Have you ever seen anyone with cancer? It's very, very, very painful and a horrid way to go.
But you die from it, right?
If you don't get treatment.
Okay. There.
Well, whoopee, a hot upside.
Thanks.
Oh, God, just here. Just.
Hasn't touched you yet.
What's that?
Ready?
No. Yeah. Oh, my God!
Overselling it, aren't you, Chloe?
No, that changed my mood.
That's abject terror.
I know.
No. Yeah. Oh, my God!
And you're right. Because the only time I've ever heard Chloe scream like that was the day Rob wigged out, and we all screamed.
Also, when we chucked the spiders on him.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah, first time.
I don't remember Chloe having that big of a fit when Rob was running up and down the building with the bombs. I know I did.
Yes, you screamed like a little girl. We had to roll it back to find out which one of us screamed.
Well, you couldn't tell, especially with Rob, is he jacking with us or is he not?
Mm.
And because there's that air of doubt, if he comes in the studio, you can't shoot him in case he was jacking with you.
Yeah.
But if he's got real bombs, then you're going to let him in and you're screwed.
And just that black and white image coming down the hall. Shirt off, shorts on.
Do we still have that?
Flash drive.
Who's yours or JD's?
Mine.
Where is it?
The folder is Rob Wigs Out.
No, this was based on me just sending Rob home for the day.
Yeah.
It was back
He
and
just
forth.
hated
It was back and forth with email. He said, I'm not going to do that. Finally, I called him and went, yeah, you're done for the day. Go home. He shows back up half naked, walking up and down the halls, dropping bombs off.
He hated to disappoint you. It really
was,
bothered him.
He was pissy.
I know.
In the exchanges on the email. It was band related. I said, well, maybe we could play there. Well, I don't want to. I said, I think it'll be good for the band. Well, they're not going to pay us anything. The experience of playing is going to be good for the band. Well, I don't play for free. I don't recall giving you that option. If I got tired of the emails back and forth, and I called him, well, take your ass home. You got the rest of the day off.
He got this big look on his face like he'd just been kicked in the nuts and walked down the hall.
All right, which one is which, Trey? Rob Bombstrap. Hello?
I'm trying, which one Close Screams on, and I'm...
Well, don't hand me audio and then not tell me what I got. You do this to me every freaking time. Which one?
First one.
Where is it?
That's Billy's Coggins, I believe.
Oh.
The drummer. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, this is the guy that Rob couldn't stand. He was giving Rob drum lessons.
Yeah.
And then Rob felt Billy was getting too close to me. And Rob told him,
Possessive.
you're out of the band.
I don't want you around anymore.
Hi, Billy.
Hey, Russ, how are you, sir?
Good.
Hey, you need a drummer. I hear you're looking for a drummer.
Yeah.
I'm in.
All right. You're back in. Dan, get his phone number. Dang. Threatened to run away again. And we're really the only ones that got this because I don't think we had talked about all the turmoil back and forth with Billy and Rob.
There's a lot of jealousy and just back and forth, nipping at each other.
All right, this one says Rob wigs out, bomb strapped to his chest.
He's never did the unshirt thing. He hates, like, not wearing a shirt.
Rob, what are you doing?
I'm sorry, man.
Okay.
You're forgiven.
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, what? Oh, he's in Gavin's office. What's that on your chest?
One of those bombs
What kind of bomb?
that they got made for us.
Oh. That won't kill you. That's good. Gavin!
Really?
Gavin, lock the door behind you.
God almighty.
Gavin, lock the door behind you. Oh, that's right. Gavin comes flying in here. The threat was outside the studio.
Yeah.
Gavin's going to come in here and bring the grenade with him.
Breach our security of our bunker.
Don't throw yourself on the grenade. Bring it into the rest of us.
We're all going out.
Did you see him walk down this hall, Chloe?
Yeah, I see something walking back and forth.
Right here?
No, way down the hall.
Here?
No, on this.
Well, there's only two.
On this. Here, see him right there.
Oh.
What the hell is that?
Yeah, he's coming back. All right, Rob comes. All right, I see it. Rob comes into view. Russ screams. We're watching him on those security cameras in the hall.
This is where he died.
The one.
I want out of here. Huh? I want out of here. Go to best of. I'm not kidding. We have to go off the floor.
Trey, where are you going?
He's back behind the couch.
Oh.
Actually, he's going to shoot this way.
Chloe, grab the two-way. It's a trick to get me to grab it.
What? Oh.
What?
Why
are you still standing up?
I'm looking out for see what's going on.
Did you say, Rob? Is this where I die?
No.
He's what?
He's
what? I don't know.
There's something coming through the hallway. I'm not kidding.
This is where he died.
That was the most irritating part of that entire day. Jenny goes, "That he's what?"
I was trying to form the coming.
What's going on?
Did you say, Rob? Is this where I die?
No.
He's what? What are you trying to tell me? This happened 3 years ago, and I still don't know what you wanted.
I was looking at the monitor trying to determine if he was coming or just hanging out. So I'm looking, he's, and then you scream and everybody screams.
He's what?
He's
what? I don't know.
There's something coming through the hallway. I swear to God, I'm not kidding.
I love that scream.
It was just a maniacal image. You look on the black and white cameras in here down the hall. The red rotating lights are going. Rob's walking up the hall, no shirt on, with bomb strapped to his chest.
Yeah.
And the problem with Rob is there's just enough part of him that he actually might have done that.
And that's what made that entire day. How long did he terrorize us? A couple hours?
Couple hours.
Yeah, off and on.
It made it surreal because you couldn't separate yourself from the show. It was actually, it was like being in a horror movie, but you couldn't pull yourself out of it because you don't know.
No.
Hey, Rob ain't letting us in on the bit.
No.
You jacking with us? Or you really plan on taking us out?
Just say it.
Didn't he was just clicking the two-way, so we knew he had to be with, like...
Yeah, he wasn't even supposed to be anywhere in the building, and then the two-way clicks. So we know that Rob is at least within a mile of the building. And that's where the rest of it went.
He's what?
Do we need a break? All right.
He's what? I don't know. There's something coming through the hallway. I swear to God, I'm not kidding.
All right, we'll be back.
We'll be back to the Russ Martin Show. Back to the Russ Martin Show.
Hello, Gail.
Howdy do.
What do you got?
I've got PGA Tour Superstore and Don Davis Auto. In Richardson on southbound 75 before Spring Valley, there's a wreck. Traffic's backed up to Renner Road. In Farmers Branch, there's a ladder in the middle of the road on eastbound LBJ near Luna. On southbound 45 past Lamar, they just cleared a crash a few minutes ago. It's backed up to I-30 downtown. And in Fort Worth on the North Freeway, you're going to hit slow traffic southbound at Northside Drive as you head toward the Fort Worth Mixmaster. I'm Gail Lightfoot on the Russ Martin Show.
Thanks, Gail. 60 for the low, more afternoon showers moving in from the west on 82 for the high tomorrow. We have 79 now at Live 105.3.
All right, who's the left lane guy?
Oh, this guy, I just found this article. His name is J.A. Tosti. He says this is one of the articles they put out. As the emotional temperature on our increasingly congested freeways continues to rise to a slow boil, Left Lane Drivers of America is encouraging drivers to take a more proactive measure to reduce the pressure. He's selling stickers that basically when you look in your rearview mirror, it says, move over. And that's his website, and that's his whole message, is getting people out of the freaking left lane.
Most of the people in the left lane when I'm coming to work are illegals. Is he doing it in English and Spanish?
No, this one's just, I'm sure you could probably talk him into it. Let's see what else. In a matter of safety, it's a matter of doing one's part to help traffic flow. Let's see here. And in many states, as he says here, it's the law. Get out of the left lane.
Well, nobody pays attention to that. The cops aren't, unless you're speeding, the police aren't going to pull you over because you're not using the left lane for passing.
No. And
you're using it just to transport lawn equipment.
And a lot of them are going to see that if they, by chance they look in the rearview mirror and they notice you're back there, they're not going to move over because your sticker says move over.
I wish they'd make it a law.
It is a law. You're not supposed to be in that lane. That left lane is always for passing.
I don't think in Texas it was a law per se, like it is in other states where they'll actually...
No, it's a law. It's not just some kind of suggestion they've thrown out.
That and a minimum speed limit.
Well, we have a minimum speed limit. If you're moving too slow for the traffic and you're creating some type of hazard, then yeah, they can pull you over for that. Nobody does it. No. Is that him? Thank you. Is it just J.A.?
J.A.
J.A.?
Yes.
How long have you had this organization?
It's been not quite a year.
And what was the catalyst for this?
Me driving down the left lane of one of our local freeways one day and getting behind what we call a left lane lollygagger, and just remarking to myself almost aloud that, boy, it'd sure be great if I could figure out a way to reach out my window and tap this guy on the shoulder and tell him to move over. And at that point, the light bulb went on, and when I got back to my office, I got a designer and a sign maker, and we went to work. And we came up with what we call Revo EVOM, which is move over backwards.
Well, what do these cost, the stickers?
$29.
How long were they?
What they are is a very heavy-duty, high-tech perforated vinyl so that you can see through them, like looking through a screen door.
Oh, okay.
From the inside of the cockpit of your car.
Like vehicles that are wrapped with graphics, you can see out, you can't see it.
Straight through the stuff from the inside, and yet on the outside, it makes a nice, bold statement in the rearview mirror.
I don't know if something like this in Texas would work, because we're all dicks. And if somebody pulls up behind me and there's a sign that says, get your ass out of the way, if it were me, I'm going to camp out in the left lane.
Well, the interesting thing about it, I've got thousands of miles underneath my sticker now, and the key to it is not to be a rude driver. You're making a blunt statement to the guy in front of you, but what you do is if the letters on our decal are large enough so that if you can read the license plate of the car in front of you, you're plenty close. You don't have to tailgate them, and we don't advocate that at all, of course, but you just ride back there patiently, and pretty soon they look up and they refer to the rearview mirrors just out of habit, and people will eventually move over. Now, you will...
You know what? I don't even know if some of the people that are camping out in the left lane, this is going to do any good, because a lot of them aren't paying attention to anything. Especially,
I agree, but again, on my experience, based on my experience...
He's trying to sell these hard, isn't he?
Now, of course. Even if somebody's on a cell phone or doing their makeup on the way to somewhere... just out of habit, we look in the rearview mirror, and I think what it is that when they see a sign there, they read it. It's something so unusual that it gets their attention. They read it, and it just takes a few seconds for it to register. And it's amazing how effective it is.
I remember when I was a kid, back in the late 60s, early 70s, my dad would drive. If you came up behind somebody, you flashed your lights quickly. They'd move over. And there was no ill will. You do that now, and you end up the victim of a gangland killing.
Exactly.
Yeah. Again, the thing is our objective with left lane drivers of America is, if you go back and think about it for a minute, a little over 50 years ago, Eisenhower signed the Federal Highway Act, and that began the construction of this whole network of freeways.
He's going to go through the whole history just to sell a sticker.
Of course.
Is he going to send us any? Because if he's not, I ain't talking to him no more.
I didn't ask him to.
The 50th anniversary.
You didn't ask for any stickers?
I didn't ask for a sticker.
Up in Pennsylvania, but it's done for all practical purposes. The freeways that we have...
Why do I need a history lesson on Eisenhower and the interstate system?
Probably used to doing regular talk shows where they make a whole segment of this. They don't just get on and go, how you doing? Send some stuff.
Well, then I'm about to shake him up.
So what happens is you get somebody...
Good job shaking him up. Go get him again.
Hang on a second, because I want to see if he's got these in Spanish.
And it causes all kinds of consternation on the part of drivers that are stuck behind it.
Do you have these in Spanish?
You know what? We're working on that.
Okay. Because for
we've had a number of requests, and we've also had one for Chinese, depending on what part of the country you're in.
Yeah, if you do it for all the idiots that are in the left lane, you're not going to be able to see out your windshield because you're going to have different languages going all the way down.
I think you have to take your pick.
I probably would go with Spanish. Because when I'm coming to work, it seems like it's the yard workers that are in the left lane, and you assume that they're illegals because they don't want to go over the speed limit and get popped. So yeah, I'd probably go.
Yeah, down in your area, that may in fact be a significant part of the situation. But assuming that they can read Spanish, it would be I think an effective thing to do. Because I do think
I was going to say with me.
Go ahead.
I'm just saying with me, it's the cab drivers. Must be your time of day. You get the long guys.
Oh yeah. What would that be? Middle Eastern.
Yeah.
Arabic. You have any in Arabic?
No Arabic.
We have a lot of cab drivers who like to piss in the left lane.
The really important thing we think though is that we're out to reduce the headaches and the frustration and the bad tempers and ultimately the road rage.
It's as logical as it sounds. I think people already know. I'm in the left lane. I can look in the rear view and I can see traffic lined up behind me for a quarter mile. I know I'm blocking traffic. I'm not going to do anything.
They don't care.
I pay road taxes. I pay gas tax. I'm going to sit in this bitch until I get to where I'm going.
Well, I don't think they're the road monitor, I'm determining everybody needs to be behind me.
I think that's a very small percentage. I think, if you look at a spectrum on one end, you got Grandpa in his 86 Buick with
Did you ever plan on having him on again?
Breeze, and he's got that attitude.
Okay.
I just thought it was funny because it'd be all the stress you deal with every day coming in, and in your left lane, I saw this leftlane.org, and I thought, oh, okay.
He wasn't going to listen, but I really think for the most part, people that are camped in the left lane, they don't give a rat's dick.
They're not looking behind them. They don't really care.
No, I just think they don't care. And you're right. A lot of it is like, I'm the road monitor. Mm-hmm. I'm going to keep traffic in this area safe.
We're doing 65.
I'm going to keep it under the speed limit. And then after that, somebody will come relieve me.
If you pass me, you're breaking the law, mister.
Did you call me, Gavin?
That interview was a great example of an idea that I've thought of about you hosting a weekly roundtable, or maybe even once a month, where you do a roundtable where it's talk show on serious ideas, but it's you.
Let me turn the mic on in your office. Are you talking about like what KBIL used to do? Chapman would do. What would they just call it? KBIL.
I think it was called Roundtable.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sunday mornings.
You host it, and we get some of the CBS hosts.
I used to love to listen to that show just because it took the radio personalities out of their normal shtick.
Right.
Well, you could actually. Well, they would expound on things.
Yeah.
Because KBIL, you got 15 seconds. Half of that's identifying the station. The other half of it's talking about Chapman. So you've really got nothing else to say.
Yeah, just limited time. And you also got to hear the guys interact.
What, how often do you want to do this?
If we could do it once a week, great, because we could discuss the week's events, but, because, something...
How long of a show, Alfie? Don't answer that. Just hang up. That's the guy calling back. Hang up the phone. What was I saying?
How often? How long?
Oh, how long of a show?
About an hour.
And you think I got free time on the weekends to do that? Every weekend?
Well, to tape it maybe Friday after the show or something like that.
I want to stay here Friday nights, yes.
Well, I'm just pitching an idea. I think it's a great idea.
It is.
And who? What?
It is. How's it going to work at KRLD?
Wait, why do you have to have it here?
Because I think I don't know. I
think it would make more sense to have it on KRLD because it's a news station. People interact over there. We don't interact over here. We don't care what people think.
No, I think people would love to hear you in a forum like that.
So who are you? I have that forum every day. Who is it you're thinking about bringing in on this?
Like, for instance, we could bring Ernie and Jay in 1 week. They'd be great. Jody Dean would be great. Mike Rogers.
How long do you think they would actually tolerate that?
Oh, I think they'd love it. I think they'd love an hour where you guys are talking about serious issues. You guys have a couple laughs. But
both Ernie and Jay always, what do they lean to, the right or the left?
No, they pretty much are both libertarian.
Yeah.
So that's to the left?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, it's to the right with some left ideals.
I don't think I'd be able to have any conversations with them without some type of gunplay.
No, what are you talking about? They're so insightful.
Well, I think I'd tune in for that.
Yeah.
They both like you.
And Jody Dean's going to... What is it, John?
You're just spinning the
chamber gun.
Yeah, go ahead. Keep talking.
And Jody Dean's going to... Somehow he's going to turn the...
Yeah.
Alfie, didn't I tell you not to answer the hotline?
Sorry, he called back.
Well, don't answer it every time he calls back. What'd you tell him?
I told him thank you for your time, and we didn't having phone issues.
Did he... Oh, you... Okay.
Because sometimes we say rock bands have accidentally dropped in, or possibly a tornado. So you're the favorite. So we got a tornado. Hi.
I had to use that on Max Bear.
Yeah, too.
Couldn't shake him. What do we do? Did we say tornado once?
I think you did.
Yeah, you tried.
Yeah,
and then he replied. Yeah, you said no. We have to go, Max. We have a tornado. And then he immediately said, well, "I've been in a tornado once."
I know about tornadoes.
Man, those are scary. Gavin, I don't have time once a week to do something like that, and I really don't want to sit in a room with other CBS employees.
Why? I think it'd be great. You always talk about, I don't know if I could do something like that. I think you could, and I think, honestly, you'd be great at it. I think it would be a great show. I'd listen every week.
You're talking about, like Bill Maher, politically incorrect, and just an exchange of ideas.
Just an exchange of ideas.
I don't want to do that.
Why not?
Because both Ernie and Jay, I've heard them on different topics, and they don't get it.
They get it.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
We spend the whole time Russ telling them why they were wrong, and they'd be defending themselves, and that would be the show every week.
Well, I think it would be a good discussion.
You're not going to get anything accomplished because I've heard them on different topics. Callers would call in with a better point than they got, and neither one of them are going to acquiesce. They got to stay with their idiocy so they don't look like fools.
No. I'm telling you, they're both very insightful. They both like you a lot.
Why would they like me?
Why?
Why?
Because they respect you as a talk show host.
They do. That's true. I see them every day.
Okay. All right. So, Ernie and Jay, Jody Dean, who obviously is going to bring God into this.
That's fine. That's good for the discussion.
I don't need God in this. God doesn't come into play in most of the conversations that we have.
Well, that's part of the discussion. That sounds like a great hour. I'm in.
But you're talking about people who don't, I don't know how else to say this, who don't get it. It's like arguing with an idiot, regardless of the people with the emails and Exxon and boycotting them. You can explain to them at length for months that a boycott on Exxon's not going to do any good, and they just can't grasp it. And all that is frustrating, and I don't want to come up here and be frustrated on the week. What does this pay, by the way?
You're on salary.
I believe my contract says Monday through Friday.
It does. Well, maybe we tape it on Friday.
I don't want it. And I also believe the contract. Hold on a second. Trey, do you have my contract?
You keep your contract with you?
Yes.
Why do you keep your contract with you?
Just for irritating events like this that tend to pop up.
There's no trust with you whatsoever.
What does it say? Duties.
Yes.
The employee, both when broadcasting and when otherwise representing employer or station, shall perform to the best of the employee's ability without limitation of the following duties. Prepare, present. Okay, that doesn't deal with time. Perform all duties and technical operations. Perform other customary duties as may be required to be adequately prepared. It does say 3 to 7 in there someplace. Work week. There it is. Okay. Employee shall perform employee services during an on-air shift each week of approximately 4 consecutive hours per day, 3 to 7, Monday through Friday each week, provided that, however, the employee reserves the right, with prior written consent of employee, to change the time of the broadcast, length of broadcast, and days. Okay. I don't agree.
It would be nice if you could help out. I think it's a good idea.
How is this helping somebody out?
Because it's a great show.
Now, are you talking about just carrying this on this station or all the CBS stations simultaneously?
That's an idea. We could seriously think about expanding.
What's it face, John?
All the stations? Why would you want it on all the stations? I barely see it working KRLD and over here.
I see it working. I think it's going to be a great.
I don't think it's also because of the different demographics on all the CBS stations. I don't think the language that I'm going to employ is going to fit on KLOV, KRLD, or whatever else we own, KVIL.
Well, shtick aside,
yes.
I think that you're a very bright individual, and in this forum, I think people would look at you and be very impressed by your knowledge.
So what I do 20 hours a week is of no consequence.
I'm not saying that.
You think 1 hour on the weekends with your barrage of idiots is going to make me look smart?
I'm saying it's a change of pace. It would be cool.
I don't need a change of pace.
It's good for the radio station.
Then let it be good for the radio station. Get Jagger to host it. He's a smart guy.
I want you to host it.
He finally gave up on chicks.
Why can't you think about anyone by yourself?
This has nothing to do with me. I don't have free time to do anything right now. My weekends are eaten up, and by the Friday's over, and I blink, and it's Monday.
But we're always looking to improve this radio station.
Then hire somebody with talent.
Oh, Jesus.
Why don't you put that on your plate?
Because
Put it at the top of your to-do list.
It is on
Get
the top.
some people with talent.
It is on the top.
You want some people with talent. Get somebody entertaining.
Will you let me talk for a second?
You rude.
I love days like this.
By the way, Gavin, this exchange right here is exactly what the show would sound like.
Exactly.
This is ratings gold right here.
All it would be Russ yelling at someone for an hour. Not that I don't love that, but you're wanting a show that has some sort of free form of discussion or collaboration on ideas. That's not what Russ does.
I'd have to have somebody else in the room with the same thought process, so there would be some type of exchange. Everybody else on all these other stations are all buffoons.
No, Terry King's not a buffoon. He'd be great to do it.
I like Terry, but what's Terry going to add?
I don't know. well, let's give it a try. But it's good for the radio station. It's good for the team.
I'll boil it down for you. What's in it for Russ?
I've already asked that.
I'm seeing if I'll answer it.
Well,
what is it that I'm going to get from this? You're not going to pay me.
Well, we already pay you a lot of money.
All right. You pay me for 20 hours a week.
But we're looking, and I understand that.
Yes.
You're great at what you do. I just thought it's a good idea to discuss issues.
And you're talking about running this when? Saturday or Sunday?
Yeah, I'd like to run it either on a Saturday or Sunday in a really good programming slot. And the fact of the matter is you don't want to admit it, but you're part of the team. And like, for instance, there's team members on your show. No one does it by themselves. Team player. That means...
I don't believe I like the way this is going.
Well, I'm just saying. That's what it means.
This show, JD, Trey, Dan, Chloe, Jaime in there in the other room, that's the team. Everybody outside of that, I couldn't care less about.
Yeah, but don't you agree a team player means helping the team?
I am helping this team. I don't have time to help the rest of your station. Why don't you get that pad out that I told you to invest some cash in and put at the top, hire some people with talent. Look for something entertaining. And JD's or Dan's right. I'm not going to come up here on the weekends and have everybody else from CBS in here and scream at them for an hour and a half.
You don't have to scream. It can be a good...
And I'll also tell you what else. After they get screamed at, they're not going to want to come back, and then your round table is going to just be me.
No.
Your whole round thing is turned into a great big talk radio circle jerk. Nobody's going to want to come back because there ain't no cash involved in this.
That doesn't matter. It's for the team. It's a good program. I think you'd enjoy it.
What is it? What is the team aspect of this? Why do you keep throwing that at me?
Because a team player...
I don't want to be a part of this team.
You're a part of the team whether you like it or not.
Don't get ugly.
You're a part of the team. Aren't you part of the lineup? You're part of the team.
I tell you what. I'll do it once a month. In exchange, I'm in a full run of schedule for Russ Martin Automotive spots.
Jesus. There's always something.
Well, that's fair. You have that.
Well, hang on a second. What do you mean there's always something? You want something out of me. You want to build the ratings on the weekends. So there's something for you out of this, and you want to take my time. Are you saying my time isn't worth anything?
No, I'm not saying that at all. I just thought maybe that you'd like to help the team.
I don't want to do anything for this team. And I certainly don't want to do it for nothing.
Well, Jesus.
Wow.
What do you want me to say?
Wow. Sorry I wasn't taping that. Why is it you think you can talk to me like that?
Because I get frustrated, Russ. I'll be honest with you.
Why does it make me self-centered? Because I need some free time on the weekends. I need to get away from the station and think about nothing. And I don't even have that luxury. Again, it's my own fault because I opened up the shop. Now you want me to take more time that I don't have, committed on the weekends, come up here and sit with a bunch of apes and deal with them. And I'm telling you, nobody's going to want to come back after the first week, so your whole idea is already dead.
Yes, they will. You have this feeling that everyone...
You don't apologize for calling me an a-hole. I'm leaving right now.
I already apologized. I'm sorry for doing that. The temper got the best of me.
I don't believe I ever speak to you that way.
Oh, Jesus.
Call him a weasel, corporate weasel.
Yeah, exactly.
Spineless.
Those are titles.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You came out with a T-shirt that I said I was a corporate weasel.
And you know what? This even highlights that is you want me to come in, and I know what else this is. You want to show to all the other program directors in the market. That's exactly what this is, and it pisses me off that it took me this long to figure it out. You want to show to all the other program directors in the market. You got control of your afternoon monkey. Well, this monkey ain't going to show up on the weekends, and if I do, I'm coming with a bucket of
And this is exactly why you fight everything that I ask you to do.
I don't fight everything. There are many things you've asked me to do that in one way or another I helped out with. I cross-promote your shows. I have Jagger in here playing with JD's balls. I've talked to Kelly before. We have Lycus on. I promote most of your shows. I promote your shows on KLLD. We talk about them.
I appreciate
it. And never a thank you. What you want out of me is more time, and I'm not going to give it to you. And if you think you can come suck my nuts.
Never thank you. I practically do every day of the week. Never a thank you. I thank you all the time.
I have to break. I'll come into your office and we'll talk about this during the spots.
Let's bring it. Let's go.
And you're going to explain to me how you think you can call me an a-hole on the air.
I apologize for that. My temper got the best of me.
Is any of this of any interest to anyone else?
Oh, yeah.
Why didn't JD host something like that? He's done talk radio.
No, because they want to hear you.
Well,
You're the star of this station. They want you to be the center.
I want you to do it. You're the star of the
We could all come in and
JD
join.
wants to come in.
There's not going to be enough room for everybody. We only have, 5 mics in here? Mm-hmm. All right. Now, you're talking about rotating people on a... I don't care. Stop talking to me about this. We're back.
We'll be back to the Russ Martin Show. Now, back to the Russ Martin Show.
I want to talk about me, want to talk about number one. Oh, my, what I think, what I like, what I know, what I want, what I see. I like talking about you usually. But occasionally, I want to talk about me.
Call Russ, who is impervious to all that surrounds him. Now at 214-787-1053.
Hello, did you give Trey the heads up the break was over? Yeah? Where is he?
He was working on the computer. Cutting up some audio. I'm not sure what he was working on.
Chloe, prop the door open. Stay here for me, would you?
Speaking of Toby Keith.
Yes?
His 35 Greatest Hits album came out today.
Oh, I'd like a copy of that if you can get me one. How much are they?
This one's $14.99.
For
you got 35 songs, 2 discs.
Would I know?
You'd know most of them, yeah.
Well, I know this one on the bumper.
Mm-hmm. Shouldn't have been a cowboy. He ain't worth missing.
I don't.
I don't
think I know that one.
Okay.
Is there?
Dreamwalker was a good one. You probably know that one. It was
why are you pitching this to me?
Trying to give you an opportunity to scream at Trey.
What are you doing? Hello?
I was editing some audio.
Of?
You screaming at Gavin.
How'd you get audio of that?
I stuck a recorder in there when I heard you screaming.
Oh. How'd it turn out?
It's quite good.
Look at you two talking like you're in outer space. How are you feeling, Hal?
You scared the crap out of me.
Are you done?
No, I will be shortly if you'd like.
I don't think anything I said to him off the air I hadn't previously said on the air. You can go ahead and finish. How long will it take you, Dave?
A couple minutes.
We'll be in here. Best friends forever. And that angle of something that always has to be in it for you. Your whole reason for doing this is to build ratings on the weekend so you got something to sell.
Exactly, of course. To bring everybody together and have kind of a cohesive family.
I can't.
It's not.
Can you fathom what that would be like to be in a room with
just radio people?
And not just borderline radio people.
Hardcore. The real radio people, the kind that go to the little symposiums and the little quorums and the little get-togethers, the boot camp. We gotta go when you're in the boot camp just to make fun of them.
And the just having Jody Dean in the studio. That pompous attitude that he takes, especially since he's won awards for television broadcasting.
Oh yes,
he's going to throw that up sooner or later. I'm going to split his head in half. And I told Dan during the break, nobody is going to want to come back after the first week, or I'm going to get gang beaten.
No one's going to gang beat you, but you're right. People are going to find reasons not to come back the next week. I've just got bad house burning. As soon as I get it started.
Got accelerant on you. Where does Gavin's mic come up now? I forgot.
There you go.
So you never told me, Gavin. This is going to... what's going to entice me to do this?
I thought that you might want to do it just to do it.
That didn't make any sense.
Well, yeah, it does. I mean, I thought you might want to do it as far as being a team player.
Gavin, I told you off the air, with the radio shtick aside, I don't want to do this. Team player, no team player, that really has nothing to do with this. I don't have any time on the weekends. I know this show during
Especially
the week
now.
sounds like I yank it out of my ass, and on a good portion of the day, I do, but there's still show prep that goes into this, whether I use it or not, and that still eats up time.
And I understand that, and you're a hard worker, and that's great.
So you want to get even more out of me. Why don't you have Pugs and Kelly host it?
Man, I was just making a suggestion.
No, you got pissy about it, and then finally it turned into me being a self-centered
I got
a-hole.
pissy about it because you were first of all, you bashed my midday hosts.
I've had your midday people on this show.
I know.
I promoted Kelly. We had Pugs in here. We talked about Eric and his lip lean. I had Jagger. I played with Jasmine's cans. I don't know what more you can expect out of me to be a team player. I'm playing with other people's teats.
So giving of you.
And they're all part of the family, and you're part of the family.
I'm not part of this family.
You're part of the family.
I am not.
Why won't you admit that you're part of the family?
Because I don't like it here.
What? How can you not like it here?
I just like to come in. I like my 4 hours. That's why I've got my own studio. I can come in and pretend like I don't work here.
Makes no sense.
And you want me to do this just gratis? Because I'll probably take the cash and put it back into the foundation.
Well, I mean,
wow.
And really, it's not even the cash. It's the fact that you didn't offer anything. Hey, come do this for nothing. Then he wants me to stay after the show on Fridays, tape it.
Sure.
How are you going to tape it? Don't you want caller interaction? No reason to stop the irritation just being in a room.
They never had that on KBIL. They did not have interaction with callers. It was just the round table with the employees. And they, just talk casually about the Cowboys. Oh, what are we going to do this week? Well, they're going to do that and this, that and the other. And they talked about the promotions coming up and what everybody was doing. I enjoyed listening to it on KBIL, but they do it every week, and Chapman would host it.
I think it's a home run.
Gavin, it's a cluster F.
No, it's not.
Because I'm gonna have a problem dealing with one of the guys, and also because they're all educated, they're going to bring up topics that they know I don't have a clue about. And that's going to be funny to them, and I won't have anything to do. And to get back at them, I'll pull out a picture of Ernie's mom and start jacking to it.
See, that's funny.
That's a smoking picture of your mom, Ernie.
Where'd you get that? Hey, give me that back. It's my mother.
Does your mom like it now?
No.
Does she like anal? And you think Ernie's going to want to come back?
Well, not if you do that, but you won't.
What? He won't.
No,
That's going to be the first thing that they're all going to do is they're going to bring in topics that I can't argue. Middle East, politics, the economy, history.
That's why you're moderating
math, colors, anything that I don't know anything about, they're going to bring that up, and I can't moderate it if I can't interact.
You're the moderator, so you can
If I don't have a clue what they're talking about, I can't moderate. And they're going to do that, and that's going to piss me off, and then I'm going to split Jody Theen's head in half.
No, that's why you say we're not talking about that right now.
And then the argument ensues from that. I thought this was going to be a round table. We all bring topics, we talk about whatever we want.
It's a round table.
They're not going to want to come back.
Oh, they're going to embrace it.
I don't think so, really. I seriously don't. Everybody will do it once, and that'll be the end of it.
It'll be great.
He doesn't work for CBS. I think the only person that would tolerate it would be Mark Davis.
Yeah, he could go toe-to-toe with you. And he'd also, no offense, he would dumb it down a little bit. He likes to talk up in the stratosphere, let's be honest. Have we ever had him on that he hasn't used a word that none of us know? None of us.
So Mark Davis is going to have to come in and treat me as a preschooler.
Oh, he talks at a different level than we do.
So you don't think I can have an argument with Mark Davis on an even playing field?
I have a feeling you'd have to turn it on him and call him a buffoon and explain to why he is a buffoon. And by the time he left, he would feel like a buffoon. But that doesn't mean he can't argue. No, he'll argue on a legitimate...
After babbling about this for 20 minutes, you've come up on the first thing that actually entices me to do this. If people can leave here and realize they're idiots, then I feel fulfilled.
Oh, you'll no doubt you'll do that. You do that to us every day. You're very well versed.
Where is it, Trey? What's it labeled?
Russ yelling at Gavin.
Yeah.
Tricky.
It's great. People know it. Hopefully they're responding to it. It's just not retarded. How is it not retarded? Because it's good programming. Because here's the thing. Why can't you do it with somebody else? Because you're my number one guy. What about, you got Jody Dean? Yeah, I know, but, all right, you relate to Jody and Dean. Jody Dean, you relate... I don't like Jody Dean. I can't relate to him. I don't like Ernie and Jay. That's hard to relate to somebody when you can't stand them. I know, but you got Terry King, you got Gene from Gene. Terry King is a weasel. Gene and Julie are a couple of bull guys, and I'm not talking any more of them. But I'm telling you, it's good programming. You enjoy it, too. I found it down the hall.
I'd walked out of his office at that point. He's still screaming at me.
Gene and Julie were what?
I forget.
Okay.
I was wound up.
Terry King is a weasel. Gene and Julie are a couple of bull guys, and I'm not talking any more of them. But
one of them's a guy. Which makes it even worse.
I think you managed to offend half the hosts for CBS in this market. Well done, sir.
And again, if the argument gets heated in here...
Well done, sir. Just Dan Slover.
And good luck. If the argument gets heated in here, that's what it's going to turn into.
Oh, sure. You're going to beat them and scare them and berate them. Turn their mics off while they go, hey!
Gavin, I would consider this...
I can't believe you taped it.
What?
Oh, you taped our conversation off the air.
I didn't tape it. I don't know how Trace stuck a recorder anywhere close. But that's not what I'm talking about. And now I've forgotten and I'm mad.
Everybody coming over one time.
Oh, I would consider it in this forum. I'll host it, but they all call in. So when I'm done with them, I can move on. If they stay in the studio and they feel like they've been chastised, they're not going to let that go. They're not going to want to look like an idiot on the air.
Yeah, but seeing their faces being chastised, I think you could get some great video.
I still think either A, nobody's going to want to participate after the first time, or I'm going to get gang raped.
No. How would you get gang raped?
You're going to have a room full of 4 other guys.
Okay.
What?
You have a room full of 4 other guys here.
You guys aren't... There's not room for... I don't think Gavin... Gavin, are you talking about this entire show being here?
No, I'd ultimately like just you. I mean, I'd like, as we move into it, I mean, every once in a while, like, Trey could sit in one week, one time. JD could sit in. Dan could sit in. I'll volunteer. I'll come in.
What kind of help is that going to be?
Well, they'd be a participant.
I think possibly if I had Big Stacy in here, so I had some type of backup if somebody started off.
You're not
on
going to
me.
need security. They're all afraid of you. They're afraid of you. They're not going to
look how big. Who is it? Jay from Ernie and Jay.
They're both
big, like 6'1", 6'2".
Yeah, but you could take them.
Not if all of them decide it's going to happen all at once.
Well, one of us will sit back there on the couch.
I've been
with a
to
gun.
prison. No, you haven't. And they do that because it would be funny to them. All of them rape me and shove a gym sock in my ass. There, a little deja vu for you.
Would you have hosts from other companies?
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
I'm not doing this.
Hypothetically, would you?
I think you were out of the studio when we brought this up.
yeah.
Mark Davis would probably tolerate this.
Yeah.
But JD said Mark Davis would have to dumb it down so I could understand.
Not so you'd understand.
That's exactly what you said.
No, he does talk on a different level. He talks like a real talk show host. We don't do that here, see?
So I believe Mark could handle it. Because you chastise him, and he knows that when I'm doing it with him,
Yeah.
I'm not being malicious.
Right.
Everybody else who works for CBS, there would be just a boatload of malice. But there'd be no absence.
You live on malice. You love that.
I'm almost tempted just to try it once to see what kind of cluster F it would be.
Do it one time.
And just to prove it to Gavin that you were right.
No, because if it went belly up, then Gavin would blame me for throwing it.
Ah, gotcha.
True. I think it would be great, and I think you're going to be surprised how much fun you have.
Are you going to try and sell this?
I don't know. We could look to, but I mean...
If you sell it, then people should be paid. Not me. Ernie J., Jody Dean, the two Bulldogs, Terry King.
We're all a team, and our job is to make...
I bet they're not going to want to do it either.
Yeah, they are. The opportunity to sit with you in a room for an hour, oh, they'd love it.
What, after hearing him talk about them not in the room?
Yeah.
They're just lining up.
Yeah, here's a refresher.
This is great. People know it. Hopefully they'll be sponsored for it. It's just not retarded. How is it not retarded? Because it's good programming. Because here's the thing. Why can't you do it with somebody else? Because you're my number one guy. What about, you got Jody Dean? Yeah, I know, but, all right, you relate to Jody and Dean. Jody Dean, you relate... I don't like Jody Dean. I can't relate to him. I don't like Ernie and Jay. That's hard to relate to somebody when you can't stand them. I know, but you got Terry King, you got Gene from Gene. Terry King is a weasel. Gene and Julie are a couple of bull guys, and I'm not talking to either one of them. But I'm telling you, it's good programming. You enjoy it, too. I found it down the hall.
Yeah, Trey, check the hall, see how many of them are lined up out there ready to do this.
You could probably get Chapman to do it one week.
That's right, because Chapman's doing the Paul Harvey thing now, isn't he?
Yes, he's back in doing that.
And then Chapman can bring in his notes.
Now, let's be nice. Market legend here.
He still came in. The last time we had Chapman on the show, he came in with a bunch of bits planned out that he planned on getting to.
I know he did.
And I don't think he got to two of them.
No. You saw him coming.
I tell you what, Gavin. You talk to the other people that you want to have on. Find out when they want to do this. And I'll try it once.
Okay.
An hour.
An hour.
I want to do it live.
All right.
I don't like tape shows. Things get too contrived.
That's fine.
What date are you looking at?
I'll check the schedule, but I think we can pull something off.
Gavin, for on-air purposes, just make up a date. It can change later.
Look at the weekend of May 30th, maybe.
Isn't that Memorial Day weekend?
No, it's the weekend after.
Oh.
You have a title, a working title for this? Like,
is that what you want to call? You got a punchline?
Run Smart Non-Abortive Hour.
You're going to call it CBS Roundtable?
CBS Roundtable with Russ Martin.
All right. Find a date, find out who's interested, and I'll do it once.
It's going to turn into Radio Celebrity Deathmatch.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I think you're really going to enjoy it.
Are you going to try and get your buddy Big Dick Hunter in on this?
Do you want him in on it?
No. But you're going to try it anyway. Don't slip no big dick on me.
I'm not going to slip. I'm not going to. If you're going to do this, I'm going to get people that you want.
Don't slick leg me and have him show up one Sunday. Don't slip no big dick in me.
No. I think Jagger would be great. You get along with Jagger.
Nice segue. I like Jagger.
There you go.
And if Jagger and I got in an argument, I would feel bad saying anything to him because I like him.
Yeah. Who else do you see?
And I don't bring Jasmine in here. Not you want to have her on the show, she can do it from the parking lot. And I'll pull the mics down.
She's so loud. She don't know from screaming.
Is she really as loud on Jagger's show as she was in was the day she was in here?
Yes.
Can he not control that?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, she and Mondo are. Seems like every time I listen, they're constantly trying to talk over each other, and they're both loud.
Well, then let them both go. Give me a list of people that you want to have on the first week. Give me a date, and I'll try it. I'll do it because I'm a team player.
Ultimately, what do you think? 4 people, including you? So you and 3 people?
Well, you got 5 mics in here. If you want to do 5 people, that's fine.
Okay.
So get your list together, give me the date, and then we'll go from there. Yeah, you're welcome.
So I was writing it down. Thank you.
You can't write later?
Thank you very much, Russ.
anything for CBS.
God. Get brass ass.
What do I care? It's going to be one Sunday.
Oh, it'll be fun. Believe me. I'll park somewhere and listen to it.
All right. Do we have time for news?
No. 1 minute.
No. All right. Give me a dry liner going out. And we'll use this new music I found for a bumper. Let's find it.
Obama is a Mac daddy.
Where did you find this? Found it online.
Obama is a Mac daddy.
Say it.
Obama pimps white women and black women. He got started. You didn't notice him till he brought out those big-chested white women with their tight T-shirts and their short pants. That's what a pimp does. Come on. That's what a pimp does.
Clark, could you actually play this at one of your parties? It's a dance mix.
I think so. It's a little bit fast, but I can get him up to the speed. Yeah.
As long as it's got a good beat, anyone can move to it.
I listen to this driving in.
This is great.
Got a break here? Yes. All right, we'll be back.
That's why you first saw his name. That's first place I saw it on two great big old shit. He's a Mac daddy. He pimps white women and black women. Obama is a long neck Mac daddy. He put his name on them. He put his name on them. He put his name on them. 2654D. He put his name on them. He put his name on them. He put his name on 2654D.
We'll be back to the Russ Martin Show on Live 105.3. Now, back to the Russ Martin Show. Call Russ now at 214-787-1053.
Is that Gail? Hi, Gail.
Hi, guy.
What do you got?
I've got Geico on southbound 408 at Walton Walker. The wreck is off to the shoulder now. It's still heavy past Keeneland Parkway. On the tollway, northbound at Arapahoe, the right lane is blocked. It's a limo with 2 flat tires. In Garland, eastbound LBJ at Jupiter, some kind of obstruction in the road. In Arlington, westbound I-30 past Collins, only the right lane's getting through. It's backed up to Stadium Drive. That's due to an overturned car. And in Denton, southbound 35 at State School Road, the left lane's blocked. It's backed up to South Loop 288. Northbound onlookers slow from the Lake Louisville Bridge. I'm Gail Lightfoot on the Russ Martin Show.
Thanks, Gail. All right, we have a tornado watch now until 8 o'clock tonight for pretty much all of North Texas. There's a storm warning, thunderstorm warning for Montague County till 5:30. 70 for the low, mid-80s tomorrow. Storms tonight. 81 now at Live 105.3.
I listened to this during the break again.
I love this. I was singing it out my home.
Black women. He got started. You didn't notice him till he brought out those big-chested white women with their tight.
I'm not sure. I think a jock. What do they call the guys? The mixers?
Just DJs, house DJs.
DJ mixers.
Some guy out of Chicago, maybe Detroit, put this together. DJ. Let's see if it says here. XL. You ever heard of him?
I haven't. Bruce probably has. What should do one of your deals to a dance track, one of your sermons?
Yeah, somebody emailed about your sermon yesterday. Boss Man, can you either redo or upload the sermon from yesterday's show? That was the funniest one you've ever done. You're awesome. Thanks for all you do.
One with porn?
Yeah, the porn one.
Interracial surprise facial.
Yeah.
How would I do that to a dance track?
You just have to get
You
your...
mean record both of them?
No, just do it right along to it. Just have the dance track playing and just find the groove and do it right along to it. Because especially when you're doing your listing stuff, chicks, poles, go right along with it. And it would have to be almost a dance track because you're pretty fast, and it'd have to be a fast-moving song.
How many beats per minute?
128, 136.
You know the difference. 132.
How fast is this one, Chloe?
I think an average is probably around
130.
A little bit over 130. Yeah.
Thank you.
Sure.
Obama is a Mac daddy. Obama pimps white women and black women. He got.
Do you have any dance tracks?
I don't, but I can ask DJ Ruse or
doesn't Ruse do this?
Yeah. He does this all the time.
Ask Ruse or who?
Just Ruse. He's the guy. So.
Oh, I'll go down there and ask him.
Okay.
Dan, you ready for news?
Sure.
All right. You want legal here?
Yes.
5 o'clock at KLLI, Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas. Dan O'Malley's here with news.
Thank you, Russ. Wednesday, May 7, 2008. Birthdays today. Tracy Lords turns 40. Robert Hayes is 57. That's Epstein from Welcome Back, Kotter. Tim Russert turns 58. Randall Tex Cobb is also 58. And today, Owen Hart would have been 43.
Don't. Stop it. Some people take the death of a wrestler pretty seriously.
Oh, well, we made fun of this when it happened back in the 90s. Does it say what the date was?
It was, 1999.
Yeah. Emails, phone calls, death threats. It was just a threat of drive-bys.
They're very serious about this. These are their heroes, and you're making fun of them.
They had him dressed up.
Well,
like a peacock.
That's right. It's a show.
And had him hooked to a harness.
It's a show.
And the harness snapped. He fell and hit his head on the turnbuckle.
Yeah, his harness gave out as he was attempting to make a spectacular entrance from high above the ring as his masked character, the Blue Blazer.
Rappy, way to go, man.
He hit his head on a turnbuckle, causing it to snap back and break his neck.
All right.
Had his career started to slip at that point? That's why he was doing crap like this?
No.
Normally, when things...
You start
when they look like they're
flamboyant.
fading, then you dress like the peacock.
No, that was just at the time, WWE, they had a great set of writers, and they created this character would always come around.
What was he called? The what?
Blue Blazer.
Got it. Well, he was that.
All right.
He would appear when one of Hart's, Owen's nemesis were wrestling, and he'd interfere with the match. And that's kind of...
He was his... The Blue Blazer was his alter ego.
Yeah, but no one could prove it. No one knew for sure it was him.
Well, probably when the Blue Blazer vanished and Owen Hart vanished, they pieced the two together.
Oh, yeah.
I had no idea.
Oh, my God. I guess he went into seclusion because he's so upset about the Blazer.
Did you get it?
Yeah.
You see it.
That's a track listing of the songs, too.
I'm not going to know what these songs are.
Just in case. Also, he said what he can do. He said if you wanted to just lay down some stuff, he can remix it to certain songs, and he could sell it on music services that he knows because he's involved with a lot of music people.
And people are going to pay what for that?
He goes, you'd be surprised, and you could send the money back to the foundation. You just got to wait for him to kick in. That's the only thing on the...
I'd have to practice this, yeah.
See, right there. See, there you go. Here. A lot of it only has a 15-second lead-in for mix time.
That one's probably too slow, right?
Yeah.
Who produces this?
Just different DJs. They're different machines and computers, and
why is this popular?
Because it's cool to go to the club and just listen to it.
Look how much we wanted to hear the Reverend Wright one. I love this.
We know Reverend Wright.
Well, I know, but
the people that listen to this know the different sounds, the different people that put this together. You know what I mean? It's just like a rock band. It's just the people that like this, which is, you know.
But these guys don't play anything. They just take synth music and mix it together.
And samples and everything like that, yeah. And make the beats. Some people do it right from scratch. I mean, they do it from the first drum beat all the way down to the sound effects, everything.
I don't like any of these.
You plug it to fast forward just past the first 15 seconds and listen to it.
Is that a standard 15 seconds before the song starts?
Sometimes, yeah.
That was not bad.
You could do that.
All right, I'll think about it during the
It's going to take a little bit of practice, too. See, what I thought you were going to do is get one of your sermons that we got just pulled off the air, give it to Bruce, and have him mix it, so it's that stutter and stuff.
Well, but you got the start-stop with the sermons with you guys back and forth.
Well,
you'd have to give him one dry.
Well, you can, but just pull pieces off. He's not going to do the whole thing anyway. Just pull pieces.
Yeah.
Ruth shot me an IM if you care. He says the first track, he thinks you would love it. You just have to fast forward about 20 seconds.
But I already got that far.
So did I.
Hold on.
And some of these songs too, that I've heard online, it's sometimes the intro, it almost takes a minute for something to really, really kick in.
I like rock and roll. I like country too.
That was not going to work.
Mm-mm.
All right, go ahead and pick up where you
started.
Yeah.
Tim Russer just reported that Hillary Clinton was scheduled to appear on the morning shows today, but Russert says she canceled all of her appearances. And also NBC has confirmed that she will hold no public events at all, which is, of course, a pretty big deal. Any appearance might force her to publicly defend staying in the race, obviously. But she is saying she will remain in the presidential race until there is a nominee. The former First Lady declined to say whether that meant through the roll call of the states at the Democratic National Convention this summer. She also disclosed that she had loaned her campaign an additional $6.4 million in recent weeks, additional evidence that her once frontrunner campaign is in deep trouble.
If nobody's a clear frontrunner right now, why would she pull out?
Because they're saying Obama has, I think, a 200-delegate lead over her, and that it's going to take her winning West Virginia and some other, I forgot what other states, to keep it close. And then,
all right, why wouldn't she wait until after the rest of the primaries? I'm fine with it if she pulls out now. It makes no difference.
I think it's been such a bloodbath between the two of them. The Democratic Party is just urging, being that Obama is the front runner right now, urging her to just go away.
Just to
now.
Stop. So Obama has even more, not potential, but more of a running start as you get closer to the election in November.
Well, yeah, and the
momentum.
And he can start taking on McCain instead of having to deal with her.
Hang on a sec. The National Weather Service, tornado warning for, well, I've lost interest. Collin, all right, just Collin County. Effective until 5:50 or until you're dead.
You're so sympathetic to people.
I stopped and I gave the
you
information.
Don't live in Collin County, I know.
So that's the biggest reason is, even though Hillary is not really that far behind.
No, she's not. I mean, it's not inconceivable that she can still get the nomination. They just want to be able to focus, have the Democratic convention be an uplifting, positive,
as
image.
opposed to some decisive gathering.
Yeah, as opposed to the superdelegates having to meet and some backroom deal where, all of a sudden Al Gore comes out as their nominee, which could happen.
No. All right, go ahead, Dan.
Okay. Another day, another early morning ATM theft attempt, this time in Grapevine near
I don't get why
Airport.
They keep trying to steal these. They don't keep that much cash in the ATMs, and once you get them, I believe it's almost impossible to get into them.
They're really, really hard to open. This happened to be at the Exxon. Remember when I handed out keychains at an Exxon? Yeah. That's the one right there.
Thieves at the Exxon convenience store in the 1700 block of William D. Tate around 4 a.m. Wednesday as a clerk watched helplessly. Police pursued the getaway vehicle and arrested one suspect, but several others got away. This is the fourth ATM theft or attempt in North Texas over the past several days. And so far this year, there have been 42 ATM hits in Dallas alone.
Why did it take so long for the police to get there? Obviously, if the clerk's watching, he called the cops They got to yank these things out of the concrete, don't they?
I think they run in the door, throw a chain around it, and pull it out, for the most part. That's what they've done in a lot of them.
And in some cases, I heard...
They walk in the door with a chain. I'm sorry to interrupt. But.
Well, in some cases, a lot of places will be locked down after a certain time. So what they'll do is they'll bring bricks, cinder blocks, whatever they can to try to break the glass in front of the ATM, then do the chain around and pull it out that way.
It seems like that would take more than just a few seconds. Obviously not. It sounds like a smash and grab.
Yeah,
that's But they got this one in the car,
They
right?
got this one in the car, and they arrested him down at 121 at Glade. So they got 7-10 miles away.
All right, good.
Defenseman Philippe Boucher skated Monday for the first time since suffering a strained hip in Game 3 of the Dallas Stars' first-round series with the Anaheim Ducks, and was on the ice again at Tuesday's optional team workout. Boucher, who has missed the last 9 games, hopes to play in the Western Conference Finals against Detroit, but Coach Dave Tippett said there is still no timetable for his return.
All right, the Stars are going to play, you're talking about basketball or hockey there?
This is hockey.
All right. Stars play tomorrow night?
Tomorrow night.
Thursday.
Against who?
Detroit Red Wings.
Trey, you got a line on it yet?
There'll be a money line. I can get it for you.
Yeah. I'd like to put a couple $100 on the Red Wings.
They're going to be a heavy favorite.
That's cold.
What's the matter, Gavin?
That's so wrong.
You never say anything when I bet against the Cowboys.
Yeah, but this is different.
How?
He was really upset when you did the voodoo thing the other day. We got an email about that, too. You need to be very careful with the voodoo stuff. That's what Gavin kept saying. He goes, he needs to be careful. He needs to be... Oh, Gavin, come on. If you believe hard enough and want something to happen, it can and it will happen. And since you're putting negative energy into the universe, it can come back on twice as much as you put out. Just want you to be careful, Russ. I don't want you to get hurt.
What's the first part say again?
It says you need to be very careful with the voodoo stuff. If you believe hard enough and want something to happen bad enough, it can and it will.
All right. So if there was any validity to that, then nobody would die. If you wouldn't have any catastrophes,
because everybody would
you wouldn't have any financial
enough.
problems. All you got to do is just focus on your doo-doo doll long enough, jab needles in it, and then it's going to manifest. Where do they think these external powers come from? These external forces that are actually going to manifest something that I'm hoping for.
You see that more, at least I do, in sports people. For some reason, they believe really in the things you can do and how energy can sway things. Look at Gavin, where he sits, what he wears, what he eats.
That has no bearing.
Yeah, it does.
What?
Yeah, it does.
Why is it you think where you sit when the Stars are playing are going to have any force on how they perform?
It's about switching things up, providing good karma, good chi.
Because you're moving seats.
That's correct.
Why don't you go sit down the hall and see if my show gets any better?
No.
How is it? How is the positioning of you? Where do they play?
American Airlines Center.
All right, at AAC. How is that going to affect what plays on the ice?
Well, because it's just power, and you switch it up, and you switch things up for good luck. I mean, it's not just me. I guarantee there are other people in the arena doing the exact same thing.
Why would you be any type of external force? You take a 210-pound man and you move him 2 seats down.
I can't explain it.
Very nice.
But it works. It's like
so shifting your Buddha belly is going to do what to the Stars?
No. I have great abs right now.
Where are you keeping?
My stomach.
Under your Buddha belly.
No, I don't have a Buddha belly.
What's that thing over your abs?
I don't have a booty. Dude, I've lost like 5 or 6 pounds, and I didn't need to lose any weight.
You need to lose it off the Buddha belly.
I don't have a Buddha belly.
We got audio from Trey. What was it? One of the concerts?
White Trash Party.
Yeah. The guy that was holding the camera that got the audio for us because you couldn't get it from Nokia. You can hear him making comments when you're doing Rocky Horror. It's not worth playing on the air because you can't hear it.
That's because I lean back during Rocky Horror.
What?
That's because I lean back, so therefore my stomach sticks out.
No, if you lean back, your stomach is flatter. Lean forward, and it would make it pooch.
No.
You can hear him making comments how you used to didn't be that fat.
He was drunk.
Didn't sound drunk.
I'm as light as I've ever been.
Trey, is that audio still on your flash drive?
Yes.
What's it under?
I believe it's under random clips and says he's put on a lot of weight.
All right. You got to listen close because I didn't hear it the first time.
I weigh myself every week.
Random clips. Does it say Gavin at the beginning of it?
I think it just says he's put on. Or,
I see it. I'll play it again. Okay.
Oh, yeah. He's gained a lot of weight.
How have I gained a lot of weight?
I'm not. The guy's holding the camera. He's the one that's saying it.
You've never seen me.
He's obviously been to
other shows.
Other shows.
Shirt off
I
every
have
show.
not gained a lot of weight.
He used to be really, what do you say, extremely skinny?
Yeah.
Yep, I hear it.
I gained a lot of muscle.
That's not what he said.
Well, that's his opinion, but he's wrong.
I don't think most people look at those little Buddha dolls and think of Charles Atlas.
All I know is I've gained muscle. My body fat's going down.
Well, how did you get to focus around your Buddha?
I don't have a Buddha. My stomach's tight.
Am I the only one that sees this?
Oh, no. Fortunately, when, he rips his shirt off, everyone sees it.
Oh, really, JD?
I'm not one pointing a finger. You're the one saying you have a six-pack. I'm not.
I'm not saying I have a six-pack. I have abs, though.
Well, everyone has abs. They're covered up with flab.
You want to go body fat?
Absolutely not. No.
Well, thank you.
You're very confrontational today, Gavin.
Well, when JD's calling me fat.
Compared to what you were thin for a while, now you put on some weight. That's all.
I've lost weight.
Our little Buddha buddy.
I've lost weight. I'm 164 right now.
All right.
That's thin.
There are a lot of Ethiopians that are thin that got the Buddha bellies.
Jeez. I don't have a Buddha belly.
Why don't you rub my dirt on your head and get some fly friends? You little white Ethiopian.
You better cross your legs and bring us some luck.
How do we get off on that? Oh, the Stars? Yeah, I want to put a couple $100 on the Red Wings.
Okay.
What?
You're a fool. It's the precedence. You shouldn't even do it.
So you still don't like the fact that I've got this voodoo doll in here?
No, I hate the fact that you have a voodoo doll, and I hate the fact that you're going to bet against the Stars, win or lose. Yeah, it's going to be the toughest fight of our lives, but at the same time, maybe we have a chance.
Obviously they have a chance, or they would have made it to the playoffs. But me holding a voodoo doll or rubbing on your Buddha belly is not going to change the outcome of that game or anything else on this planet.
Even Trey got freaky when you had the number 9 on it, though.
Yeah.
I think Trey was jacking with me. Were you?
Yeah.
See?
Okay.
It's got nothing to do.
I agree with you, unfortunately. I don't normally agree with you. But in this case, I don't believe in voodoo dolls.
So, Gavin, you think jabbing little needles in this little doll is going to change the outcome of the game?
I'm not the only one. I guarantee there are listeners out there that are going to be ticked off that you're even playing with it.
I think most listeners are smart enough to know that this doesn't affect anything. If you could change outcomes of different events, then there would be no horrific events. Everybody gets a nice little doo-doo doll and they do whatever.
No reason to even have a game.
Yeah.
Just who has the most voodoo doll win.
Mark Davis could win every curling contest. Little hockey doo-doo doll or whatever. Curling. I can't get the needles open. I'll just stab it with a knife.
Oh, God.
No.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Oh, what are you doing?
All the way through it.
Oh.
Feel anything, Gavin?
I'm feeling a lot of hurt right now.
Where are you feeling it?
My back.
That's pretty close because I ran it from the front all the way through the back.
It's just wrong.
I believe I'll cut one of its hands off.
Oh!
We have any scissors?
Yep, there he goes.
There goes the right arm.
You right-handed, Gavin? Or are you?
Oh, actually, he's left-handed.
Oh,
Left-handed.
okay.
All right, I got the wrong one.
Doesn't matter now.
Okay.
Yeah, but dexterous now.
No.
What if I can cut the legs off?
Sure you can.
Why are you doing this?
Why are you pushing up his little pants? I got to pull his pants up so I can get at his legs.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to be rude because of little pants. chopping off all these appendages.
Leave me alone. Finish news. $200 on the Red Wings. Whoever the Stars are playing.
Now, is that just for the first game or the whole series?
Well, it depends on how the first game goes.
Okay.
Good.
Okay, this side of Philadelphia, 15 police officers were taken off the street as authorities investigate a video showing 3 suspects being kicked, punched, and beaten after they were pulled out of a car during a traffic stop. The Philadelphia Police Department identified the 15 officers who were involved in Monday night's arrest in the city's Hunting Park section, where police had been investigating a triple shooting. The 3 suspects were charged with criminal conspiracy, aggravated assault, simple assault, and reckless endangerment. Now, the video, shot by a WTXF-TV helicopter, shows 3 police cars stopping a car on the side of the road. And
am I going to have to get online and sell these police umbrellas?
You probably are. Every time there's a helicopter. Why do you do that? Even no matter what you think these guys have done, there's people watching. And if there's not a helicopter, there's somebody with a video camera in your neighborhood.
I've only seen small clips of the video. How many cops was it? Because it looked like 6 or 7.
It says here about a dozen. And then from seeing the video, it just looks like ants taking over a car.
They couldn't get enough kicks in.
Why were they chasing them to begin with?
Oh, I'm sorry. They had...
they thought they were part of a officer that had been killed earlier in the week.
That's what it was. I'm sorry. All right, down here at near the bottom. They
have they found out that the guys in the cars were involved in that or no?
That haven't
not
found
yet.
out yet.
That has not been found out yet. But that's what they think it was stemming from. About a half dozen officers hold 2 of the men on the ground on the driver's side. Both are kicked repeatedly while one is seen being punched. One also appears to be struck with a baton. On the other side of the car, another group of officers can be seen kicking a third man who ends up on the ground. The beating happened 2 days after the fatal shooting of a Philadelphia policeman, the 3rd city officer slain on duty in 2 years.
But on that...
So they had no other evidence short of they thought they were part of that. And did these guys initially run from them?
Initially, they did, yes. But still, that whatever they're guilty of pales... Now, because all we're going to see is that video of those officers beating the hell out of these guys, yanking them out of the car and beating them.
Well, you don't know what was going on inside that car.
You're right, I don't, but I know it didn't take 12 cops to handle it.
Well, if there's a car full of weapons, then you got to get them away from the weapons and secure the area. And sometimes you got to knock people out.
One of the police spokesmen goes, we have a chain of things we do first. We have batons we use. They're using them. We have stun guns. Got it. Check. Then we have to beat them. We have to torture them. And there's the waterboard in the trunk.
How long did all this go on?
Well, the video is about, 20, 30, 45 seconds?
Yeah.
Something like that, yeah.
Well, that's not that long to get beat.
I think when you're getting beat, that's an awfully long time.
When it's 3 guys and literally 15 to 20 officers, it looks bad. It don't look good from the era.
Well, now what if it turns out these guys had something to do with that officer's killing?
It still doesn't matter. They overreacted. Even if the guys are guilty, the police officers overreacted at this point.
One of the funnier things of the video is they got the canine out there.
And all dog eating on them too?
No, the dogs are ready to go and they won't let them go.
Push the dog back. The dog's just going to take up space. I'm not kidding you.
And what city was this?
Philadelphia.
All right. And the dog's having a piss fit. Leave something for me. I'm here for a reason.
Please give me a thigh.
Pull the pants down. Let me get some of that ass.
No time for the dogs. No room.
Do we need a break?
Yeah. Also, too, what did you do your porn sermon?
Yeah.
To a dance track.
I don't know any of these dance tracks are going to work.
On the fly, it's going to be kind of tough. I bet you can pull it off. You get the right beat down. That's a good beat.
Will this one work?
It would work. Also, usually just stay pretty steady, too.
So you don't think this one's going to change?
Don't know for sure, but I don't think so. Usually they don't. Until about 6 minutes in or so.
All right, I'll try this. I don't think this one's going to work.
Maybe practice during the break.
Maybe something you need to practice.
All right, I'll try it during the break, and I'll find a track. How many are on here? 6?
6.
Okay. All right, we'll be back.
We'll be back to the Russ Martin Show. listen to Afternoon Show. The Russ Martin Show. Now, back to the Russ Martin Show.
They were doing what?
I thought they were actually having sex in the truck, like in the middle of whatever. She was in her underwear and a robe, and they were in the middle of actually having relations in the truck.
The way the story reads as though they're embracing in a truck. The man who killed his wife's lover after she falsely cried rape says he would do it again. Daryl Roberson said he thought she was being raped when he found her and Devin LaSalle embracing in a truck in front of their Arlington home.
Normally you don't embrace rapists. Go ahead.
Fair point. He says, when I heard my wife scream rape and I saw LaSalle trying to drive off from the scene, I had no choice but to do what I did. If I had to do it over, I would do it again. He initially was arrested, but a grand jury declined to indict him and later indicted his wife instead. Tracy Roberson was sentenced Monday to 5 years in prison for involuntary manslaughter. When asked if she regrets having a gun, or if he regrets having a gun that night in 2006, Daryl Roberson said, I wish a lot of things wouldn't have happened that night. On the 911 tape the night of the shooting, he is heard doubting his wife's claims of rape, though.
Do we have that?
No, I do not have the 911. But I don't.
My point during the break was he probably already knew something was going on with her.
Okay.
Because normally when you catch somebody, you don't catch them the first time. You already have suspicions. So you're running around, you're checking on things. He probably already knew she was fooling around, and he used this rape thing, I'm just guessing,
I know,
as a way to pop the guy.
Why wouldn't the investigators see that, though, if it was so obvious that as they investigate the case? I'm surprised he got off, because the guy was, by his own words, leaving the scene. How does the shooter get off?
I think you can shoot
somebody because they were raping your wife, and now they're leaving the area.
Well, they're at that point, if you actually saw the rape, now they're a felon.
A fleeing felon, okay.
Fleeing felon. I believe in Texas, you can use deadly force because he did, and he wasn't indicted by the grand jury.
He got off.
So you're saying you think he knew about it and somehow was able to plan this to an extent?
No, I don't think he planned it. I think she had no clue that maybe he was hip to her. He catches him. She goes, I was being raped. All right, then.
That's all I needed.
And then he uses that as an excuse to shoot the guy.
So they were in on it together?
No, nobody's in on it.
It just happened to
Are you good with me on this, John?
Yeah, it just happened to unfold.
He happened up on him. Maybe he already had suspicions. She had no clue that he was keeping tabs on her. She gets caught in the front yard. She goes, the guy's raping me. All right.
Now I can shoot him. Yeah. I guess that's something we'll really never know, because he's sure is never going to say that. He's never going to come out and go, yeah, you know what? It breaks down.
And now this chick's been convicted, and the husband wants her to appeal that, right?
Yeah. He's going to push forward for an appeal to try to get her off.
Reason being what?
Because according to him, he says that he's forgiven her as far as what she did wrong. As far as the affair.
He's ready to put it all behind him, apparently, from what I read, and get back together with her.
Well, you got two things going on here. She was outside the marriage, she's having an affair, and she claims she was being raped, causing this guy to kill the other one. How do you forgive somebody?
Well, according to him, he says he's never considered a divorce, and he said he wishes he could take his wife's place, because as a man, you hate to see your wife hurt. He said the two have been together for 20 years, and he had told...
And you also don't know how many times this has been going on.
No.
Normally, when you catch somebody, you ain't catching them on their first go-round.
I think those two admitted they'd had sex twice.
Right.
That's those two. Had she had any relations prior? And why is she doing it? Is she doing it in the front of her own house, right? In the truck?
Yeah.
Why would you think you've got any type of privacy?
Again, this story, ever since the beginning.
Unless you play it this way. She knew possibly he'd be coming home.
Oh, now you're getting too... Fantastic.
Why would you have sex in the front of your own house knowing that your husband could come home at any time unless you had other plans?
Sometimes you just get caught and you get drunk and you get stupid. Why is she out front at all? You ought to be in a hotel somewhere.
What I'm saying, why do it at home, any place, especially sitting in the driveway in a truck, if we've got the story right?
Yeah. She knew he might be coming home.
This is a story that I don't think you can just take at face value. She got caught cheating. She decides, I'm going to scream rape. Husband mistakes him for a rapist and shoots him. Something else is in play here, and I don't know what it is, but it stinks.
you always think there's subplots and subplots.
And a lot of times there are.
Well, a lot of times you're right.
Especially when things don't make sense. This one doesn't make any sense. Why is she in the front yard knowing her husband could come home at any time? The neighbors could see her.
Most importantly, the neighbors will catch you and rat you out to your husband.
Yes, Bobby.
Yeah, I read a few years ago, Russ, at the gun show in a Texas gun law book that you can use deadly force if you see somebody attempting to rape or rob or kidnap somebody.
What? It's like we said a few minutes ago. Obviously, you can because this guy, the alleged rape, had already stopped. He was fleeing. The husband was able to shoot him and be no billed by the grand jury. No billed. Right.
Yeah, and maybe she was doing it in front of the house because she was getting tired of that guy wanted her husband to shoot him.
That's what I'm thinking.
Everybody has a plan and a plot. Maybe it's just they got caught.
A lot of times when things don't make sense, there's something else. There's another layer that you're missing. And if we have it right and they're really screwing in a truck in the front of her own house, she knows her husband could come home at any time. There's a chance she's going to get busted. Possibly she wanted that to happen to end the relationship with her husband. Or she was tired of the other guy knowing that her husband totes.
Either one of those possible. But again, nobody's going to talk at this point. The guy's dead. This guy sure isn't going to say anything because he's out. He's free. God, what a weird deal. You catch your wife screwing somebody. You shoot the guy. Turns out it was a consensual relationship.
And then down the road,
the chick is the one that goes to jail.
Well, she was the one that caused the event. Not only are you screwing somebody, then you claim that you've been raped. The husband has to act.
He had I guess they say he had no other choice. Well, you're
well,
right.
he had plenty of choices. The guy's fleeing. You don't have to shoot him. Obviously, legally, you can.
Right. And he's even gone.
And if I came home and somebody was raping Amy for real, and they're fleeing, I'm going to kill him.
Yeah, I agree. Oh, absolutely.
And the husband actually says, I'm going to stick with my family for better or worse.
Hold a second. Yes, Becky.
Hi. The reason that she was outside in a robe and her underwear is because her two young kids were inside the house.
You don't want to rattle them.
That's the reason she was outside in front of her house, because she left her two kids inside.
And do we have it right? They're having sex in a car or a truck?
Yes, that is correct. She was in a robe and her panties, and that is all.
And did they ever address why she picked that part of why she picked the front yard knowing that her husband could come home?
She wasn't expecting him to come home. He was out doing something and was supposed to be gone for a couple of days.
Oh.
And he came home early. Surprise, surprise.
And again, I wonder why he came home early.
Because he suspected something?
He suspected something. But her kids were inside the house, so at least she didn't have sex inside with her kids running around.
Okay. Thank you. A stand-up chick.
That's
and he came, I'm going to guess, he came home early for a reason. He already had some type of suspicions. She thinks I'm going to be gone for a couple of days. I'm going to surprise her. I'm going to come home early, and I'm going to see what I find.
That's what you would do. You'd say, I'm going to be gone, taking a show down to Austin for a few days. Honey, enjoy yourself.
And why wouldn't you?
No, yeah, if you're going to catch him, do it red-handed. Make that stupid to fall for it.
All right. I'm done with that. Go ahead, Dan.
Okay. Actually, JD just pulled this one in the break. The good Reverend Al Sharpton was arrested at the Brooklyn Bridge as he and hundreds of demonstrators blocked traffic to protest the acquittal of 3 detectives in the 50-bullet shooting of an unarmed black man on his wedding day. Sharpton, 2 survivors of the shooting, and the slain man's fiancée were among about a dozen people arrested on disorderly conduct charges near the base of the bridge. The protests were part of a coordinated campaign to urge federal authorities to investigate the November 2006 shooting of Sean Bell. The 3 officers were acquitted of state charges last month.
I don't get how Sharpton's playing the race card on this one, because 1 or 2 of the officers were black.
I don't understand that either. And what does he really think he's going to get accomplished by being arrested again? Bring attention to it? We know it. Everybody in New York are the only people that care, and they know this happened.
And it's already gone through the court system, so you can protest
all you want.
Yeah, it's not going to change anything.
Like you said,
what? They can still get them on the federal, like the L.A. cops that got, they got acquitted.
Rodney King?
Yes.
Okay. Hold on a second. Yes, Michael.
Hey, guys. Hey, there's something to that story that just doesn't make sense, and I'll make this real quick.
Are you back to the chick in the front yard?
Do I? Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
All right.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
All right. 1982. My wife, my daughter, and I are in Fort Worth. We left a restaurant. It was about 9 o'clock. Somebody comes up, sticks a gun in our face in the parking lot, and is proceeding to rob us. We give him the money. My daughter's crying. She's 4 years old. He slaps her and pistol whips her with the pistol, leaving a scar for the rest of her life. Anyway, he takes off and run. I run to the car, and he and I are running down the street of Fort Worth. I shot him in the back of the head and killed him, and I was convicted of second-degree murder. Now, I've since been pardoned, and I spent 5 years in prison, but I was convicted of second-degree murder on the basis that nobody's life was in danger at that time.
Now, did they consider the crime that had just happened? What was that considered a felony?
Oh, absolutely, it was considered a felony. I mean, he robbed us. It's armed robbery.
All right, armed. Okay. Yeah, if you get pistol whipped, somebody's armed.
But anyway, I had chased him down about 4 blocks. I got to the car, got my gun out from under my seat, ran down the street, and shot him in the back of the head.
How did you eventually get a pardon?
Through the help of a United States senator. But they considered the circumstances, and there was a lot of extenuating circumstances, given the fact of, I guess, my mental state and a bunch of things at that point in time.
Well, what are some of the other things that you're leaving out? Because if I'm sitting on a jury, I hear all these things happen, you shoot him in the process of fleeing, I'm not going to convict you.
The law doesn't allow for that. Now, the Fleeing Felon Act, I think that only pertains to somebody in your yard. I don't know about that. I think that pertains to somebody in your yard.
All right. Well, you said
law enforcement, but
you said there were. You said there were extenuating circumstances that played into this. What were some of the other things?
Well, I'm just saying the extenuating circumstances in my case as to why I was able to receive a pardon.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that was what I was saying. Is
I thought you meant on the conviction.
The governor took that into consideration. Yes.
How could 12 people hear your story and send you to prison?
Did you go before a jury?
Yes.
Okay. Well, Everett said sometimes you can just do a judge.
I went before the grand jury indicted me. We took it to court. We were just convinced that nobody would convict us on that, although we knew that was a possibility. But I think when we're sitting on this end of it, listening and say there's no way I'd convict that guy, there's a lot of rules that the jurors are given that they can and cannot consider.
All right.
So anyway, I don't know. There's something left out of this woman's story, this story that we're hearing about this woman, because if he was fleeing, I can promise you that nobody's life was in danger at that point except for his.
Maybe something changed. When were you convicted?
1982.
All right. Maybe something's changed over the past 20 years. If you witness a rape.
Maybe they've incorporated.
Obviously, something's changed because he was able to shoot this guy and no bill by the grand jury.
Yeah. I agree, and hey, you know what? I think the guy should have not only shot the guy, probably should have shot his wife. But anyway, that's my thought on it.
All right,
anyway.
Well, at that point, he thinks the wife's innocent.
No, he don't.
Yeah, he thinks she's just been raped. Mom, not my little snowball.
Somebody was holding on line 1. I didn't get to the call. They said the husband had tried calling the house a few times before he showed up.
They said that he had called 18 times, and each time the daughter was picking up and saying, "I don't know where mommy is."
So he was concerned for her well-being.
No.
Yes. And he rushed home to see that she was fine.
That was another red flag.
Yeah, I have to be with you on that one. That's kind of like, okay, where's mommy? She's not here. Where are the kids? Well, they're here. That's, if nothing else, I'm going home to see what the problem is.
Okay. How we doing, Club?
Breaking 5.
All right, go ahead,
Dan. Are you going to redo your sermon? I just had, before I put this email away, either redo or upload your sermon from about porn from yesterday. It was the funniest thing you've ever done. You're awesome. Thanks for all you do.
The porn thing.
Mm-hmm.
What did you just bring in, Trey?
It's a music bed into a song called Sexy Back.
There are two cuts on here. It says Sexy Back.
I sped up one. I think Sexy Back might be a little bit too slow.
I'm going to listen to the original. Who does this?
Justin Timberlake.
Does he sing on this?
Yes. This is an instrumental, though.
Oh. Is this a hit?
Yes. Oh, huge.
Oh. That may be too slow. Here's a sped up one. Would that work, Flo?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
All right. I doubt I can make it through all of this.
Worst case, you can always use your old other music if this doesn't work.
Yeah, this reeks of F up.
I just think as far as a mixer, you're going to want a dry track of you and let Roos do his magic and then bring it back with all the stutter stop and stuff.
Is that what you're thinking, Chloe?
Yeah.
Because I don't think, mentally, I got to have the other music.
Right.
Otherwise, I can't get into it.
Well, let's get into it. There it is. Come on, Reverend.
Light it up. I said ain't no reason to let your penis out of your pants. You can stay faithful. All you got to do is go to the internet. Get an amen. Everything you need is on the internet. Every fetish. Come on. You can get bail bus, bait bus. No hog is just us. Threesomes, foursomes in the booty, on the booty, sleeping beauties. Booties on cuties. Teabagging, throat gagging, ass grabbing, hair snatching, smoking, stroking, black meat choking. Come on! Deep throats, gravy boats, fat Asians with nanny goats. Interracial surprise facial. Poo nanas and our extra spatial. Hardcore, softcore, grandpappy got a trap door.
There you go.
Jacked up, backed up, two plug chicks having to share one cup. Baboons, donkey spoons, chick whizzing monsoons.
Hold on a second.
You got screwed up pooch, juicy fruit, cats and poop.
Juicy fruits.
What?
Juicy fruits.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then cats that pooped.
Okay.
It's all online. Give me amen. Come on. You got latex, gay sex, Aztecs, red coatex. There's pantyhose, hobos, honchos, afros with banjos. You got ebonies, honkies, orgies with donkeys, VIPs, zombies, pools with yeast.
Yeast?
I didn't rhyme.
No.
Oh, cream pie, hog tie, penises that look like Popeye. Give me amen. You got flashing, mismashing, ass crashing, and dash slapping. Amen. BJ's buffets, bites and make frappe. It's all online. You got cartoons, harpoons, bitches that smell like lagoons.
Bitches that smell like lagoon. I ain't doubting you, Reverend.
You break here? All right. I'll finish it when we come back.
We'll be back to the Russ Martin Show. Now, back to the Russ Martin Show.
Gail. Hi, Gail.
Hi, Russ.
What do we have?
We have Reliant Energy and a couple of wrecks on LBJ real close proximity. Eastbound LBJ before 35 Simmons. That's a disabled vehicle. Sorry, it's not a wreck. Left lane blocked, and then past Simmons, a wreck in the HOV lane. On westbound 635 at the tollway, that wreck's off to the right shoulder. In Plano Richardson, Bush Turnpike eastbound past Custer, you got the two left lanes blocked. It's backed up to Preston Road. In Carrollton, northbound 35 at Beltline, the wreck's on the shoulder. And in Denton on southbound 35 at State School, the left lane still blocked, heavy from South Loop 288, with the northbound onlookers backed up into Louisville. I'm Gail Lightfoot on the Russ Martin Show.
Okay, thanks again. We have a tornado watch now for most of North Texas. Had a tornado warning earlier for Collin County. Still an eye on the radar, nothing right now. 71 for the low, mid-80s tomorrow, 87 now at Live 105.3.
What did Michael Ruse want when he came in here last time?
I don't know. He didn't say, but I have a feeling I know what he wanted. He just wanted to maybe tell you something else that he could possibly do to remix your sermons for you.
I'm not going to record it.
Why not? Just give it a shot after the show and just do it so dry.
Me, and he stopped Chuck in the parking lot too. Give me that on dry without a music underneath it, and you guys in the background, and I'll mix it up for him.
I'm not going to lay it down.
Why? Just see what he can do with it.
I got to stay in here and do that. It drains me.
Oh, I know it does. I can only imagine.
Especially Pentecostal preachers. I don't know how they can go for an hour and a half.
Well, again, it's something they do all the time, every day, and they're kind of winded up for it. I know it's not the same, but it's like when I flew with the Blue Angels. Those guys, we're pulling 7, 8 G's. He's talking to me like I'm talking to you.
But Reverend Manning and Reverend Wright, some of their sermons, they're screaming nonstop.
For an hour.
I can't go for a minute and a half.
Well, you don't do it all the time. You normally talk like a normal human being. You don't push. I don't know how they keep from losing.
Come on!
That. No, you keep from losing your voice doing that.
Come on! It almost sounds like Manning, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
It's not.
It's me.
Oh, that's you?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was.
Come on!
That's dead on. I really thought it was Manning or Wright.
No. Come on!
That's very draining. But again, you don't do it all the time.
I'll try it once, and if I can't get it in one pass, I ain't doing it.
Okay.
Chloe, does he need the entire sermon, or does he just want bits and pieces and then work it into some dance track?
I think just bits and pieces, because you don't want to do the whole thing over it. You just want the cool bits and pieces of it.
It's like your piece with, is that right you have written into a song that you were playing earlier?
That's Manning.
Man, okay, whichever one it is, that's what he's going to do. Take out some key phrases and mix them into the music.
Oh, this is Manning.
Obama is a Mac daddy. Obama is a Mac daddy. Obama pimps white women and black women. He got started. You didn't notice him till he brought out those big-chested white women with their tight T-shirts and their short pants. That's what a pimp does. Come on. That's what a pimp. That's what a pimp. That's what a pimp does. That's what a pimp. That's what a pimp. That's what a pimp does.
What? Sing it. I love that song.
Chloe, is that a track that we should know? The background track?
No. I was sitting there trying to identify it. I have no clue. It sounds like something that's been created.
Did you want a copy of this?
Yes.
I'm just thinking, how cool would it be?
I was out back singing it. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
How cool would it be to walk into a dance club? Because I go to dance clubs every once in a while, not as much as I used to, but walk in a dance club and all of a sudden hear Russ's sermon.
Oh,
and
yeah.
everybody, dancing to it. That would be cool.
I don't know how you're going to get a dance sermon out of...
Give him 60 seconds of your best stuff and just let him go.
You can get it all on the internet. The bait bus, no hopping, just us. Trannies, greenies, Obama's wife. Damn it. Can I get an amen? see-through bamboo, big sack kangaroo. Sucking toes, heavy flows, Negroes with
All right, I'll give him a few of those.
Okay.
All right, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Dan.
Okay. Well, if you believe a new study, men...
Forgot about that one.
That's a good one.
I was like, you write it and
later.
Negroes with zip codes.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay. If you believe a new study, men who hire prostitutes feel pretty conflicted about their behavior. According to the survey of several hundred men who regularly pay for sex, 57% say they suspect the ladies they hire for sexual favors were abused as children, and 1 in 3 say pimps are a destructive force in the woman's life.
Why would they blame the pimps?
I would say they're the destructive force because they're the ones that control the money. The girls really go out and work, and a lot of times the stories you hear slap them around if they don't perform.
The pimps are also the ones that go out and secure clients for the whores. Well, it's like an administration.
I think when you actually say the
Why is it there's such a stigma associated with the pimp?
Because normally when you think of pimp, you think of somebody who's controlling the girl.
You gonna argue with me about this? Yes. Go ahead, explain the pimp thing to me.
Feel my pimp, baby.
He keeps a list of all the clients, manages all that.
Takes all her cash and beats her up.
He didn't take all of it.
Takes almost all of her cash. She's doing all the work. He's getting all the cash and beating her up to boot.
As far as this show,
yes.
Do you think I put more work into this than David Henry, our GM, does?
Sure.
Why does he get any cash?
Because he runs a lot of other things.
Because he's a pimp.
Well, that's true.
David Henry's a pimp daddy.
There we go. No.
Big, long-legged back pimp daddy. And his white mama.
David Henry's not a pimp daddy.
It's the same concept. Yeah, he doesn't do anything, and he takes all the cash.
Yeah, but he doesn't also come in here and control you if you don't do what he says and beat you.
Not all pimps do that.
Right, most of them do.
A lot of pimps are into administration.
No, you mean the good-natured pimp?
Yeah.
Wait a minute, that needs to be a promo.
Where are these friendly pimps you speak of?
Not all pimps are what you've seen in the movies.
Yeah. I think I definitely have just seen that down the street corner going, ooh, we're the friendly pimps.
Yeah, you go watch that HBO special about pimps.
You talking about American Pimp?
Yeah.
I've seen that.
They degrade. The thing is, they beat them and they degrade them.
They don't always degrade them, and I'm not going to have you sit here and deface all pimps.
That's how they keep the girls around.
Yes. Pimps also work, they protect the whores, and they from other pimps, because there are a lot of other pimps that will try and slap them around and bring them to their stable. The pimps also protect them from clients who get a little aggressive. So the pimp does serve a purpose.
Well, it does serve a purpose, but I think most of the reason people like Heidi Fleiss did so well is because she didn't beat her women. She allowed them to be in a safe environment.
Not all pimps beat their women.
I believe they do.
And there's a structure to it. It's just not some haphazard business. The pimp is like the GM.
Well, okay.
Then he's got a chick that runs office. That's called the bottom girl. She answers the phone. Mm-hmm. She takes care of the scheduling. She takes care of a lot of things when the pimp's away.
Where did you get this information?
That's what pimps do.
How do you know what about a bottom girl?
That's who works the office.
And then they send the girls out on the street to go pick up Johns.
And that's what they do. That's what whores are supposed to do. You need a business manager.
They don't bring it back.
And a good pimp is going to staff his stable with top-of-the-line whores, which works better for the women that's working for him. It's like having a high-class talent agent.
Okay.
Oh, you want to slick back women? Then you good. What? So it works out better for them.
Okay.
What are you missing? It's like being in a talent agency. If you got good chicks around you, all of a sudden your value goes up. Freaking idiot.
If you're talking about a brothel,
I'm talking about a pimp. That's what pimps do.
Pimps beat their women.
Not all pimps.
Yeah.
No, that's very stereotypical, and I'm not going to stand here.
How dare you bespeech.
Pimps also, from time to time, will instill values in these women.
Like what?
The women know the rules ahead of time.
Okay.
And if they don't follow,
they get slapped.
Then sometimes they get smacked around with coat hangers that are tied together.
That's a value?
Or to be reminded of one of their failures they get trunked. That's where you get locked in the trunk and you have time to stop and think about what you've done.
It's like a pimp timeout.
You're making this up.
No.
You get pimp timeout. A trunk.
Yeah.
Okay. You're right. Values.
And the thing with the coat hangers, I believe that's just called a pimp stick.
I'm learning things today. I had no idea. What a great hierarchy this has become. Right there on the street corner.
Some pimps appreciate the fact they understand that prostitution is a form of sexual expression.
No.
Yeah, it is. The whores are out there. It's voluntary. They use their own bodies. They've got the right to use them as they see fit. Constitutionally, I have that right if I want to be a whore. So in essence, a pimp is a pro-feminist.
Stop it! Stop it! A lot of times they make the women work for them.
Yeah, most of these women volunteer for this.
At first. Then when they want to leave, they get the crap beat out of them.
How many pimps you know? How many pimps? I ask you again. How many pimps you know?
One.
All right, who's that?
You.
How am I a pimp? You guys can quit if you want. I'm not forcing you to stay here.
Beat the crap out of us.
You keep coming back. It's because you appreciate the affection and the compassion that goes along with me being your pimp.
I'm going to go get in the trunk. I'll be right back.
So you don't see how a pimp would actually be a pro-feminist?
No.
Because he's advocating the woman's right to freedom of choice.
It's not freedom. He controls their life and beats them if they don't do what he says.
How many pimps you know?
How many pimps do you know?
Talking about you right now. And you can't count me or David Henry.
I don't count either one of you as a pimp. By definition, somebody that takes care of women and puts them out on the street and beats them.
He doesn't put them out on the streets. They're already out on the streets. He gives them structure. He gives them form. He takes care of all the business part of it. And if a John doesn't pay you, the other thing that a pimp does do is he ensures prompt and courteous payment by the Johns.
Prompt and courteous, you know? Those are words you never really associate with pimp.
How do you justify them taking the majority of the money that the girls make?
They have overhead.
What, the car? You make it sound like they're investing it in an IRA for the girls.
Cars?
What
do you think? They just got free Cadillac pimp lines?
They're investing in what? The Roth IRA? Oh, my God.
Why is everybody against me on this? Yeah, but you have somebody that's taken over all the worries, giving you protection, giving you compassion.
But if you don't blow enough guys...
You don't know that.
You get beat.
Again, that's based on what?
Documentaries.
You saw one movie?
Actually, they've done about 5 of them.
Okay. And all of them got beat?
A lot of them.
Well, why would women be whores if there wasn't some type of solace in having a pimp? The pimp understands some of the needs that the whores have so they can expand their horizons and look to a brighter future.
Oh, God. You're turning into
the pimp really is been an overlooked, unrecognized, and underappreciated true American hero. Thank you.
You're a Tony Robbins for whores.
So you're going to ignore everything that a pimp gives to a woman?
Absolutely.
Don't damn them all. One black apple don't make a whole bunch.
What's that? Is you almost are winning.
And this is exactly one of the things that's going to come up if we do that CBS roundtable that Gavin's talking about. I'm going to bait those jackasses into arguing with me, just like you did.
I know.
Arguing with me about pimps and the value that they provide to society.
I know. We need to take all the knives out of this room because they can all slash their throats.
How does Gavin think that hour roundtable with all the different CBS hosts and me moderating, how does he think that's going to play out?
I think
because sooner or later that's going to happen. We're going to get an argument like that.
They'll all just
and they're all going to stand there agog.
I think they'll handle it like Mark Davis does. He'll understand at one point you're just way out there. And he wants
this isn't way out there. These are all valid points. Those are things that a pimp provides to his whores.
Those aren't valid.
Administration, scheduling, marketing, protection.
You make it sound like an airline.
Stop. It's things that have to be done. I've learned this by being a business owner.
Both days.
And these are some of the things that I'm going to instill in my shop employees. I'm going to get a couple of coat hangers, string them together, and I'm going to smack them around. Or you blow a brake job, you're going to get trunked.
Yeah.
So you got a timeout to think about what you've done.
You keep that little room with the little bitty bed for your techs. You get to go in the room. If you blow something, you've been a business owner 2 days, and one day you didn't have any oil.
I got oil.
Now.
I got filters.
Well, look at you, 2 days in, and you've got filters.
I haven't heard from Daryl today, so I don't know what's happened.
I'm sure you have good service. You have people coming in, calling ahead so Daryl could go get the oil.
Let's see if he's still answering the phone. I don't even know what our hours are.
How do you not know the hours?
I don't know. We never set up any hours. I don't know. Chuck, do you know?
Close at 5.
No.
Why do we close at 5?
Business hour.
What time do we open?
7.
Ain't nobody there at 7.
Well, people that go to work have to drop their cars off early.
I'm not going to have anybody else besiege pimps while I'm here.
Okay. I would love to have Jody Dean in the room for that conversation. Well, what the Bible says. Yeah, he's done.
Ain't had nothing to do for 3 weeks. You can't stay open past 6 o'clock? Do I even have
Hello,
voice?
This is Daryl with Russ Martin Automotive. Sorry I could not take your call at this time. Leave your name and number, and I will return the call as soon as I can. Thank you.
I better be getting voicemail because you're busy, not because you've left for the day. I got to go get a pimp stick.
Yeah, if you'll have this argument and the baseball argument in your little round table.
Oh, God.
That'll fill the hour.
Yeah, we got to put plastic up. His heads are going to explode.
Which baseball?
Offense.
Oh,
defense.
the batter is defensive.
Batter's offense.
My argument is the batter is defensive.
Batter's trying to score. That's offense.
You got some guy on a mound with a hat throwing things at me. The only thing I've got to do to protect home is my bat. And in fact, he's got one of his thugs set behind me with a mask. I'm defensive.
You're offensive.
How?
The pitcher and the catcher are enjoying a nice game of catch, and you walk up out of nowhere and try to interrupt it.
That's my home.
No,
if
that's
it was
their
your home, then why didn't you start out there? Why did you come from some other
started there. I
place?
walked out of the thing. I come home, and I got somebody throwing rocks at me, and all I got is a bat. I'm defensive.
Don't even look at me on this one. I'm exhausted from the pimp argument.
Don't.
God.
You leave the pimps out.
Pimps are horrible people for the most part.
The pimps are true American icons.
Criminals.
And prostitution
is illegal.
It's also the oldest profession.
It's illegal.
What do you want, Heimlich?
God.
What's his name?
Alfie.
All right.
Daryl's on the hotline for you.
Oh. What are you doing?
Hey,
What are you doing?
I am calling you to let you know we're open from 7:30 to 6. And if we're there after 6, usually it's because we got too much work to go home.
Where are you right now?
I'm in my truck driving home.
That answers the second question. No business today?
We got a little bit. I got a timing bill for tomorrow and some other cars coming in for tomorrow.
We got oil?
We got all. Got an account number.
Okay. Any problems today?
Nah, everything worked out pretty well. I got a rebate coming back from our oil company on the oil that was sent out to us yesterday. So that's already taken care of too.
All right. So everything was fine, just no business.
It was a little slow, but it's picking up. We're already getting calls. One of the oil changes yesterday, he's bringing his car back in for some work that we recommended. So it's picking up already.
All right. Anything expensive come in today?
No.
No major repair jobs?
No major repair jobs today. But we got one already in the morning, ready to start on first thing in the morning.
How much am I going to make from that one?
That one will be about $475 job.
Drop some screws in the carburetor.
Okay.
Right.
And you wonder why no one's coming to your shop. These little microphone things.
I understand the concept.
Alfie?
Yes, Alfie.
Guy on line one thinks he's going to set you straight.
I'm sitting down.
Yes, Daryl.
All right. The batter is offense. The
the people, the pitcher, the basemen are protecting the base.
So these guys really think that I'm with the defense and the batter.
Of course.
All right.
The home is not the batters to protect.
Why is he standing on it?
He's not standing on it.
He's standing right by it. He's protecting it with his bat.
Well, the catcher's right behind it.
Why? Yeah, you got the guy from the other team. Someone against you is right behind you. Then you have the guy in front of you throwing things at you almost 100 miles an hour. And from time to time, you get hit. That sounds to me like defensive.
And home, he can throw a ball at it if he wants.
And what happens if I get hit?
You shouldn't have gotten away. You shouldn't have been. It's like getting shot when you're invading somebody's home.
I'm defending my home. How long you been watching baseball?
Shoot, since I was about 6.
You ever play?
Yes.
Pro?
God, no.
Well, then leave me alone.
That's why it's because it's not your home, it's the pitcher and catcher's home. That's why sometimes they say someone stole home. Because you, the offense...
I didn't steal home. I'm standing there over with a bat. They see me. My home.
No, it's not your home. It's their
home.
home.
Why am I standing there?
Because you're trying to hit the ball and circle the bases and get...
I'm not sure where you got your rules, but that's my home, my bat. I'm defending my area.
No.
I'm in my batter's box, and home is in the batter's box, and that's mine.
The pitcher and catcher...
You've already lost 3 times.
The catcher, when you're coming to
the
get the
catcher
ball,
is with the other guy and doesn't want to be identified.
And he protects home. The catcher protects his home.
What's the purpose of the mask?
Because you're having baseballs thrown at about 95 miles an hour.
How come I don't get a mask? Because I didn't expect the attack. Shut up. Go ahead, Dan.
But you do have a helmet.
Didn't I shut your mic off?
No.
Try it now.
Yeah.
Okay.
You want to go back to the pimps and hoes?
Please don't.
No. All right. A shouting match over passenger rights erupted Tuesday on an American Airlines flight bound to Dallas from Austin. Weather in Dallas delayed takeoff, and the plane sat on the flight line for more than 2 hours. Passengers started yelling that they wanted to get off. But just as the flight was about to take off, things really got heated. According to a own passenger, Rob Walters, he said, "We were just about to take off, and some of the people said, no, I want to get off now." And that's where the tenseness started. Going back to the gate meant they would lose their spot for takeoff, while most wanted to sit and wait. Others demanded to leave. Witnesses said shouting broke out, and that one man ran down the aisle towards the cockpit.
How long were they on the tarmac?
Over 2 hours.
Yeah.
The pilot eventually returned to the gate, which delayed the flight, then another hour.
And you know what? That's not the guy. That's not the passenger's fault. They knew they were going to sit there for 2 hours.
But they were holding a spot for takeoff, and they knew there was trouble in Dallas. You want to take off and land in a thunderstorm? Well, I don't.
Again, you knew that before you closed the cockpit door or the door to the cabin. Tell me. You tell the entire crew.
Sometimes they do. I don't know in this case whether they did or not, because weather can change after you've left the gate. It can. Not in our case in Chicago, because that was a snowstorm that had been going on for hours.
Then you probably know there's a chance that there's going to be some delay. You advise the passengers, here's what might happen. You want to get off? Now's the time. You don't let me wait for 2 hours.
The problem with this is the backlash to the passengers' rights, because now they think they really do have more rights than they do. 5% of the people on that airplane decided what was going to happen to the other 95%. Only 5% of the people are screaming. But the pilot did the right thing and went back to the gate. Meanwhile, everybody else...
While the rest of the sheep just sit there, somebody's got to take charge.
Well, other people stood up and said, we want to go. They were already in line. They were ready to take off.
Yeah, but I can understand that 5% that you're talking about, because you have you have the flight crew telling you, no, we're next in line. It'll just be 10 more minutes.
Doesn't make any difference. At that point, I don't want to do business with you. You've already lied to me. You probably could have given me the heads up before you closed the door. You didn't. I don't want to fly with you, and I've sat here for 2 hours.
Yeah.
I don't care what kind of inconvenience you've gone through. I've wasted 2 hours. I want off.
So again, a very small percentage of the people.
I don't care how many people it is. One person wants off. He has that right. I don't want to wait anymore. Yeah. He's paying just like everybody else is. I don't want to fly. I ain't going. And you don't park this plane, I'm going to start knocking windows out.
That'd work out real well. That's the problem with this, is it's going to get to a situation where, in this case, good example, it wasn't 7 hours.
And what do you mean a backlash from the passengers' rights?
Before, no one would have stood up and said anything.
Well, this isn't a backlash. The airlines created this.
Exactly. They created this problem.
Had it not been for the airlines and people waiting for 10, 12 hours on the tarmac, then you wouldn't have had the issue of the passengers' rights come up.
Two words together, passengers and rights. Now they know they have them, and now they're expressing them. Fortunately, this one didn't get out of hand, and the pilot went ahead and taxied back. But
we should have. If I went off and you don't let me off, you're not going to hold me someplace I don't want to be.
Let's do it the other way.
I'm still the customer.
Okay, let's do it the other way. You're fine with it. We're about to take off. We're 10 minutes from takeoff. We're going to be in Dallas in 45 minutes. Now, you get to sit on that airplane while we go back, get back in line. So now you're 2 more hours away from Dallas.
Still the airline's fault. You should have advised everybody. Here's what might happen. Gave everybody the option to get off before you backed away from the gate. Airlines don't do that, and anything like this happens is their own fault, and the passengers aren't to blame. I don't care if it was 2%. I don't care if it was one person. I sat there for 2 hours. I got the right to get off. I don't want to do business with you.
It's just going to, like I said, a small percentage of people are going to stand up from now on. And it's too late now to close the door because it's already happened. The people.
You make it sound like it's some type of detriment.
Well, in this case, in this instance, it was. It was a detriment to everybody else on board.
The airlines created this.
By the time you got back to the terminal, we could have been in Dallas.
It still doesn't make any difference. I want off the plane. You've had your chance to get me there. Weather delays, whatever, understandable.
Well,
but you know about that. You tell me. And then if I don't want to get on, I don't, and I don't become a disruption down the road by kicking your windows out.
That would be bad. But I agree with you on this. Anytime there's a potential, this is where they really should change. Any potential delay, you announce that at the gate. Hey, you know, ladies and gentlemen, their weather is questionable in Dallas. If you get on the airplane,
so what is it you don't agree with me?
With the fact that they probably didn't do that yet. That's probably what they're not doing, is announcing it at the gate. And you're right. Then once you get everybody on the plane, the door's buttoned up. Now you have something.
That's not what I asked you. What is it you don't agree with me with?
That the fact that this plane was ready to go, and they should have just said, sit down, shut up, we're getting to Dallas, we'll sort this out when we get there.
And you're not going to talk to me like that as a passenger.
The hell I'm not. I'm the pilot. I'm the captain. You
don't let me off this plane, and we'll see how far you get altitude-wise if you ain't got no windows or any freaking teeth. Now, you make the call. One way or another, I'm getting off. I don't care if I got to stay locked up for a while. You're not going to win this. You keep me locked up for 2 hours against my will, and you cop an attitude. I'm going to beat your ass on that plane, and I'll fly it myself.
Breaks right down to it. I'm the captain. Once the door closes, I decide. You don't.
Obviously, the passengers decided because they turned around.
Captain made the right choice.
And if he comes back and he cops an attitude to me, I'm going to beat his ass.
That would be a very, very bad choice.
I don't care.
You strike a flight member? Federal time.
I still don't care.
Well, okay. If you don't care, you go to jail, then you go to jail. But you're going to strike the captain.
You're not going to treat me that way as a passenger.
Good luck finding a jury to convict you.
Because they've all been stuck on airplanes.
You're damn right.
Well, again, in this case, Americans made the right choice. They told their pilots, all right, you know what, if worst comes to worst, go with the passengers.
Well, and that's the way it should be, because what the problem is the airlines are so used to inconveniencing the passengers. Now the passengers are actually, just for a change, getting to inconvenience the airlines a little bit, and it's driving them nuts. Because now that means the airlines have to actually think about what to do in case people want to get off of a certain flight.
And again, they put themselves in that situation.
There's no doubt about that. And as a report came out today, American still has one of the worst on-time records.
What is it, Chloe? Yeah. What is it, Matt?
Yay. So you're saying that the battery...
Dude, we're past that.
God. You're telling me the pimps.
We'll be back to the Russ Martin Show. Now, back to the Russ Martin Show.
Did you hear any of that in the hall with Gavin?
No, nothing.
He wants to go to dinner tonight to talk about the structure of the CBS roundtable.
What structure? Is he insane? Structure will there be? You'll control the room. Everyone's heads will explode. Everyone goes home.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
And do you think they're going to put up with any idiocy as far as arguments go if I brought up the pimp thing?
They're going to know going in it's going to be fun and lighthearted. Nobody expects to get to the center of the Obama controversy or Hillary Clinton or anything.
But that's what they're going to bring things like that. If Gavin's talking about Ernie, Jay, Jody Dean, who else were you talking about, Gavin?
Talking about Gene from Gene and Julie, Terry King.
Oh, he takes himself pretty seriously. Gene does. We had him in it before. Remember?
Yeah.
Mow, mow, mow.
Anybody else from KRLD or just Ernie and Jay? Don't you have other shows over there?
No, Mike Rogers.
What does he do?
He's our morning anchor.
All right.
He's great.
Who's the guy with the rug?
Doesn't have a rug. It's Mark Watkins.
Yeah. What about who's the chick that's on with him?
Alice Rios.
Isn't she the one that's hot?
You're probably thinking of Carla Marion in the morning. She'd love to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, she loves you.
She does?
Yeah.
Okay. What other stations do we have?
KVIL, Movin', K-Love.
K-Love.
Anybody from Movin'?
They have a brand new morning show.
What do they do?
I don't really know them.
Yeah. Where's Movin' on the dial?
107.5.
Okay. We get that in a clearance sale.
No, we've had it for a long time.
All right.
Cool.
What?
Pretty cool station.
All right. Why do we have to go to dinner about this tonight?
Because it'd be fun.
What kind of structure do you want for this? Your whole idea was just to bring different CBS talk show hosts here. I'd moderate, and we do something for an hour.
Right. Yeah. We set up breaks and just talk about different subjects this week. Like for instance, you said this week this happened at the McKinney school system. And you get into the topic. Or this week,
Are you wanting this bland like what you just brought up with stereotypical AM talk radio issues?
Yeah, I want.
Or you want something a little more edgy, defending the U.S. pimp?
I thought of it as a discussion, so people could see.
I don't like discussions because that means other people want to talk.
I wish this was happening this weekend.
They're not going to want to come back. They're going to suffer through this for maybe one show, and anybody that was on that week is not going to want to return.
I got a feeling that you're wrong on that one. I got to thinking about it more. They're going to have fun, and some of these guys don't get to have fun on the radio very much because they really do have to stick to their formatics and their boss of theirs that tells them break at 22 after and that kind of thing. They're going to have a fun time with you.
And you're looking at doing this on which date?
Ultimately, if I can get everyone together, I'd like to do it the weekend of May 30th would be a good start.
So that would be May 31st.
Yes.
Is that right? No, that's a Saturday. May 30th. It would be...
Friday night, and so we could do it on a Saturday.
I'm not doing it Friday night.
I know, so we'll do it on a Saturday.
I don't want to do it on a Saturday.
Well, then...
So that would be June 1st.
Okay.
If you're looking at the weekend of the 30th of May, then the next Sunday is June 1st.
I know. Yeah, I'm looking right at it. Yeah.
And I don't want to tape this.
That's fine.
And I'm not going to stay after the show on a Friday night because I'm drunk.
Well, maybe we could do it like leading into NASCAR.
Do you want me dealing with your... Oh, you mean doing an extra hour?
No, I'm saying...
And just stay here and do it live?
No, we could do it live on a Sunday morning.
Oh, okay. Because I don't think it would be in your best interest to have me deal with the other CBS host while I'm drunk.
I think it would be fun.
No, Friday night's a bad idea.
Yeah.
Sunday, leading into NASCAR? Yeah, maybe.
Now, is there NASCAR on June 1st?
Let me check. We've got a bunch of Saturday night races coming up.
All right. And you're not going to try and slip your big dick Hunter buddy in on me?
I told you, this is...
There's not enough mics. You only have a room for 4 people.
Well, he's talking about rotating people out. It wouldn't be the same people every week. And sooner or later, Gavin's going to try and slip the big dick on me.
I'm not.
Yeah.
Gavin, that was a little too graphic, and I had to hit the delay.
Oh, well, I didn't mean it that way.
Well, I don't care how you meant it. When you're using those terms, you got to be very specific as far as referring back to the show where that name emanates. You just can't use the term big dick and then later insinuate
about other things
in me.
You will have control over who goes on the show.
All right. Well, we've already had the meeting. Why do I got to go eat with you?
Because it'd be fun to have dinner. When was the last time we had dinner?
Isabella's?
Yeah, there was the time before that we all went to go to dinner and you never showed.
What was that?
I think all the bosses went out to some steak place.
Oh.
Kevin really got twisted at you about that.
Why?
Because
you said you were going to show up.
You said you were going to show up, and all the bigwigs were there, and this totally shows that he has no control over the monkey.
And I think that's why he's trying to do this CBS roundtable to show all the other PDs in the market, I got control over my head monkey, and I'm going to have him host a show on a Sunday with all of your monkeys.
Man, I have got your back.
I'll try it once. And I'll actually give it an effort. So when it goes belly up, you can't claim that I threw it.
I think it'll be fun.
All right. I'm tuning in.
Do we have any more news?
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead.
Worried about the start of a new hurricane season and lingering fears about health hazards and federally supplied travel trailers, New Orleans Mayor Ray Nagin is pushing to empty the thousands of trailers still standing in his city. His plan includes working closely with the state and FEMA to find alternative housing for those who need it and filing lawsuits to force removal of trailers from private property if necessary.
Now he's worried about hurricanes.
Yeah.
3 years later.
And he hopes
those mobile homes were in New Orleans in that area last year, right?
Oh, yeah.
All right. We had a hurricane season last year. How come Ray Nagin didn't want to move them out then?
I think maybe just because he hadn't been in the press in a while, so he has to come up with another stupid idea.
But how do you explain that? We got to do this before hurricane season. You didn't do it last year, and you didn't do it the year before when we had the hurricane season.
Because they've got enough stuff built now, they think they can find real housing, apartments, stuff like that to get these people into instead of the trailers. You're talking...
So the only incentive to get them out of the trailers and into homes is because of hurricane season, not because it's been 3 freaking years.
Yeah, and I love the fact he's going to work closely with state and federal authorities. You ain't been at it too far so far.
Yeah, I'm guessing those aren't numbers earning your speed dial.
What else does it say, Dan?
He says nearly 5,700 trailers remain in New Orleans, most in front of hurricane-damaged homes. He said he's worried about how well the trailers would hold up in a strong wind-packing storm, the likes of which the city has been spared since Katrina.
Go ahead.
Russia inaugurated a new president today, and
go ahead.
And while there was never really any doubt or drama in the March presidential elections, Dmitry Medvedev was assured of victory the moment Vladimir Putin announced him as his chosen successor. It is still a mystery what exactly this inauguration will mean for Russia. Since the elections, Russian media and chat rooms have been trying to guess what the power balance will look like after Medvedev takes over the presidency and Putin becomes prime minister, which is expected as early as Thursday. Media reports say Putin may have as many as 11 deputy prime ministers. The president is the stronger post on paper, but can Medvedev compete with the political capital of Putin?
Drifts off.
He's probably running into the bathroom.
Yeah. Is that the end of the Putin story?
Yeah, there's more to it if you want.
Sure.
Putin has established a non-participation pact with the Russian public. People accepted it. As long as you deliver, we will not meddle in politics, he said. Part of Putin's popularity is due to the fact that he had such an easy act to follow. Almost everyone compared Putin's era favorably to the chaos of Yeltsin's. Putin is better than any president we've ever had. This according to Lena Fasulakis, a Moscow businesswoman. Medvedev will be more of the same. He's Putin's successor, accomplishments. Many feel the new president has to start delivering more concrete results. And according to Yulia Ivanova, an industrial manager, she says, I love Russia, but I don't love the Russian government. And Putin
What's right?
I was just thinking, put your sermon under, in one of those little beats.
Oh, no.
All right, good then.
Okay. But her mother cut her off and said, quiet. If you say that about him, the reporter will print it, and then Putin will come back to hurt you.
How long before we need a break, though? Now? Give me a dry liner going down.
It's the bridge.
We'll be back to the Russ Martin Show on Live 105.3.
Come on!
Why would you listen to anything else? The Russ Martin Show. Jesus! Now, back to the Russ Martin Show on Live 105.3.
I'm going to use this as bumper music for the CBS Roundtable.
Oh, no. Don't do that. Don't do that. Give it some air of legitimacy. Something.
You've already put me in charge of it.
I know, of a bunch of guys. They don't like you.
You air it out, dude.
Just, they like you. And just a round table is supposed to have some... Never mind.
I do think it'll be fun, though. Because you're going to get a bunch of guys who normally, like Terry King, who he gets to say, maybe one sentence an hour.
And here's the problem, is he's going to be all pent up. He's going to have all these things he's going to think will be fabulous because he's never done talk radio. He's going to throw these out. I'm going to tell him to shut up. And he's going to be back exactly where he was, talking 15 seconds.
I have an idea for your first segment, though.
All right.
With Jody Dean and your porn sermon.
No.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
No. Yes.
No.
And then I'll go on to explain the importance of the American pimp.
No. Just don't. Give it some... Don't you dare.
A pimp secures the well-being for all these whores. He keeps and lists, manages all the clients.
This is a patriotic song.
There's a structure to the American pimp. He has his bottom girl.
Oh.
He has his pimp stick.
On the stick. Stop doing this to a pig.
Sometimes you get schwunked. so you can stop and think about the rights and the freedoms that you have.
Russell, stop.
Then you take your hand off your heart.
I don't always slap my bitches, but when I do,
I slap them with a beer bottle. What spot is that? I slapped him with a Dos Equis. And because of the name, I must do it twice. You ready to go, Chuck?
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
oh Lord, stop that.
All right, Dan, go ahead.
Okay. For more information on the Russ Martin Show, including pictures, videos, maybe roundtables, and more, go to russmartin.com. To answer any questions you may have about the show, go to russmartin.info. To email the show and during the show only, send that to studio@russmartin.com. Other show websites, JohnDavidRyan.com, DanO'Malley.com, DJClo.com, TroyTrenholm.com, and for Chuck on the keyboards, ChuckWheat.com. Limo service for the show is provided by Limo George. His website, limogeorge.com. Russ gets his guitars and band equipment from the Guitar Center. Their website, guitarcenter.com. The official liquor store of the Russ Martin Show is Majestic Fine Wine and Spirits. Their website, majesticliquors.com. And the official photographer of the show is Jim March. His website, jimmarch.com. And the official site for Live 105.3 is live1053.com.
Perfect in time for the solo.
All right, see you guys tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Bye.